live streaming this on the Microsoft Teams for all the students that couldn't be here tonight. So I want to thank Adam Klein for doing that tonight as well here at Marshall Stadium. And Jason, we talked a little bit last week when we were kind of looking forward to this week after the big win against Moeller that Trinity Male has become one of the best rivalries, not just in the state, but really in the region.
Oh, without question. Coach Wolf has done a terrific job at Male. Male is always, back when we were here, Male always had talented players. And, Coach Wolf has come in and done a really nice job of adapting his program. I think that when his first year at Male, Trinity actually played him in the state championship and beat him pretty soundly. That year was after that, he completely flipped his philosophy and changed the offensive philosophy. He adapted his defensive philosophy and has made last 6 state championships. Either Male has won it or Trinity's won it. Trinity's won 4, Male's won 2. So he's done a really nice job over there. Probably down a little bit this year, but there's everybody can't be a top flight. They can't have the best class every year. He has a bunch of talented kids, and he's a good coach.
Playmakers make plays.
Hey, athletes can beat you on any single night. Doesn't have to, and when you get coaching, and they do what they're coached to do, it makes them double dangerous.
And oftentimes, Jason, you've talked about people passing the look test, and when you look down at Male, you can tell they've got some athletes wearing white and gold.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot of time. Oftentimes, you'll see Male, especially with these really guys that are as rounded as they are tall, and they play defensive line or whatever, and they're athletic. But these guys I'm looking at, there's not a lot of extra poundage here. These kids that are down there that are big are carrying it well, and they move well. And that's from the linemen all the way to the skill kids. So definitely pass the look test.
We're going to go ahead and take our first break. We'll come back, talk to John King down in the field. We got Coach Bob Beatty's comments coming up in just a few minutes. We're about 26 minutes away from kickoff. Male Bulldogs and the Trinity High School Shamrocks. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Hatfield Media's presentation of Shamrock football continues with the pregame show. Brought to you. When you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain. Call 502-365-9438.
Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause, Jason Larch, and John King here at Marshall Stadium. Rocks and the Male Bulldogs getting underway here in about 23 minutes. Jason, I probably should have led with this in the last segment, but coming out of last week's win against Cincinnati Moeller, what were the takeaways? 60 seconds or less that you got out of that game, and what do we need to do moving forward?
Surprisingly efficient for a first game, especially all the broken up summer programs with the pandemic. Offensively, I was impressed. Thought they ran the ball well. Clearly, they threw the football well. Defense was really, really strong, as expected. Special teams lacked a little bit. Punt game, return game was strong, but a couple of fumbles late, and PATs were questionable. We got to clean that up. Going forward, it's all good.
As I was watching Mail practice or warm up down here, I saw a really good punt. They're practicing their PATs right now, but it made me think. Earlier today in school, I saw Kyle Fager in the hallway, and we got to talking just a little bit. Long story short, he said he mentioned the super toe that we talked about. He said, hopefully you don't get to see super toe, meaning that they wouldn't punt today. And I said,
he brought it to you, okay?
Yeah, and he said, oh yeah, my dad looked up the super toe like the commercial on YouTube or whatever. I said I had one, so did Jason. But anyway, he's Kyle Fager's a good kid. He might even be playing a little bit of cornerback tonight. He said, so we kind of look for that a little bit tonight too. But Rocks do come in here 1-0 on the season, ranked number 1 by anyone's standards in the state of Kentucky among all classes. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, Mail comes in at number 2. They have yet to play an official game. This is the first week for all the Jefferson County schools, and they've got a little something to prove that they can still play with Trinity, especially after last year falling in the state championship.
Yeah. Coach Wolf mentioned something about that in the paper about the number of times they punted last year in a state championship game, and it's still a painful recollection for him. They played Ballard last week. They scrimmaged Ballard last week. Ballard's beat them in the scrimmage, but I would put very much stock in that. Not to dismiss Ballard by any stretch of imagination, but a couple of the primary guys from Mail weren't playing, and they're difference maker guys. Sela Brown, for instance, who's been offered by Kentucky, Purdue, Louisville, Western Tennessee, West Virginia.
So some decent schools.
Yeah, he's a 6'3", 263-pound kid. He's returning, and so he wasn't playing in the scrimmage. It's Mail. They've earned that respect. They've earned that level of respect, regardless if benefit of the doubt. Even if they're not any good, you're still going to say, "Hey, it's Mail." You expect them to be good, and they usually are.
And like we said, it's become one of the best rivalries around. John King is with us now down on the field. John, we were saying before you got with us that if it wasn't for this daggone pandemic thing, this is a perfect night for football. This place should be packed with 8,000 people.
Tell you what, it's fantastic weather tonight. I went to Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart was playing tonight, and we were because of COVID, we all had to wait outside, and they're like, it's getting really cool out here tonight. I said, it's a perfect night for a football game. I can tell you that. It's going to be a really, really good night. Like you said, this place would be wall-to-wall, standing room only, but we are grateful that we're playing.
Absolutely, and we will be playing in about 20 minutes. We'll come back to John here in a bit, but first we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we will have Coach Bob Beatty's comments. So, again, about 20 minutes away from kickoff, Trinity and Mail. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
To finally play, and we normally would have 2 or 3 games under our belt by then, but it was our opener. And again, I thought the first half our execution was spot on. I was very pleased with the opening drive, 17-play drive, 9 pass, 8 run, kept the defense really fresh, and felt like we got a little sloppy. We got into the running clock, and we got a little sloppy in the second half, and we didn't run very many offensive plays. And when we did, we were a couple of 3 and outs. So hopefully we'll get better from that. We'll learn from it. We did get to look at our punt team. Sometimes we don't get to look at that. So we're able to get those things on film, so there's always a positive in there somewhere.
Let's talk about our opponent tonight, taking on the Bulldogs of Mayo High School, rematch of the state final game last year, and really this has become one of the best rivalries in the region. And a lot of polls have Trinity and Mayo 1-2 among all classes, so this is probably the biggest game in the state tonight.
Yeah, but it's so different than the state championship. We've had a lot of kids graduate. They had a lot of kids graduate, and so when you talk rematch, it's a great rivalry. And but as far as it's a whole different animal, a whole different season, different kids in different places, and so it's going to be a hard-fought game. And that was last year. This is this year, so it's their opening game. We don't have a lot of film on them other than their scrimmage with Ballard, and they've got a little advantage, and they've got film on us from Muller, but we won't use it as an excuse. I know our kids will play hard.
I know we always like to talk about the week of practice leading up to the games. How did this week go?
Well, we're in that grind now. I mean, we don't get a break. We had Muller, and then Mayo coming in. We got X next week. So, practices are grinding. They're hard. The conditioning is hard because you have to be in prime shape to play these kind of games one after another after another. And, you're going to get nicked up a little bit. Football's a painful game. You got to learn to play through it, know the difference between pain and injury, and that's what we're dealing with right now.
All righty, we'll be back to talk about tonight's opponent, the Mayo Bulldogs, after this short break.
Knowledgeable, experienced, respected. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle uses the most up-to-date podiatry practices and equipment. Running injuries, fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle. Don't take foot pain lightly. The name says it all. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle can help. Dr. Chris Hubbard and his wife Tammy are proud parents of a Trinity football player, and they want to thank you for your support of the Rocks. Stop by their Westport Road location by Louisville Athletic Club or give them a call at 797-3338. Online at drchrishubbard.com. Go Rocks!
How do your customers see your brand? On their phone, a computer? But what does it really take to get eyes on your brand? Good design, search engine optimization, and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full-service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
Atención, compadres y amigos de Trinity. Do you know that the best Mexican food around is right across the street? El Tarasco at 110 Fairfax Avenue is the place to go for authentic Mexican cuisine. Mention Trinity Football and receive a free serving of queso. That's El Tarasco in San Matthews, 110 Fairfax Avenue, right across Shelbyville Road from Trinity High School. Go Shamrocks!
Tune in to WBNA on Wednesday and Thursday nights for Wildcat Wednesday and the Cards Throwback Thursday. Now on WBNA TV 21, Cards and Cats fans will finally have something they want to watch. The Bluegrass State's greatest basketball games on WBNA. Classic games from UK and U of L every Wednesday and Thursday night at 9. Relive Kentucky's title games and U of L's title game. Classic rivalry games between the two and more. Exclusively on WBNA 21 every Wednesday and Thursday night.
Now, back to the coach's interview. Sponsored by Veritech, Kentuckiana's #1 source for all your generator needs.
Back now with Trinity head coach Bob Beatty. And coach, this Mayo team that you're going to be facing tonight, you said just a moment ago that you don't have a whole lot of film on them, but relative to the team that you all saw last year, how are they going to be similar and how might they be different?
Well, they got 2 big Division I receivers that are gone, and they have a new quarterback. That doesn't mean that they fall off. They're going to start a new kid at quarterback tonight, and we got to make sure that we hit him. We got to be physical with him. Their infrastructure is probably going to be the same. They're going to try to burn us deep, as they always do. And, a lot of their passing game is timing. They have a running back from a year ago, and he was a very talented young man. Defensive structure, their infrastructure is approximately the same. They lost an all-state linebacker in this Corsi kid from a year ago, and so they got new people in there. But again, they will have people. They're a very talented ball club, so we're in for a heavyweight battle.
A lot of times in seasons past, we talk about breaking the season into thirds. If that were the case this year, we'd already be into the second third, but this is only the second game of the year. And you also oftentimes like to talk about playing fast. How tough is it with just the shortened schedule for these kids to get to where you want them to be, at this point in the year?
Well, that's where you rely on your coaches and staffs, and you make things simple. And the simpler they are, the faster you play. And that's what we've done. We did not have a very explicit game plan last week. What we did was a lot of our fundamental stuff, and we got very good at that. So, again, I credit that to the kids for believing in it, credit our staff for designing it. It's got to be simple. We can't be thinking out there on both sides of the ball, offense and defense and special teams. We returned a punt, but we also put it on the ground twice, so we got to get better in those types of things. But 3 phases to the game, keep it simple, and go execute.
Eddie, relative to last week, any shake-up lineup-wise or any injuries or anything like that we need to know about?
Yeah, Alton Jefferson probably is not going to play. He's got a shoulder problem, and we're probably going to hold him out. And then just last night, Ryan White, our corner, Roman White, excuse me. I'm still thinking of Ryan, his older brother. And he's got a hamstring problem, so I don't think that he's probably going to play. But, here's what we deal with in injuries at Trinity. When somebody gets hurt, the door's open for you to go in and be a star. Go take the spot and don't give it up. And our kids are excited about playing tonight and taking those kids' places, and I know they'll play hard.
All righty, good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
That was Coach Bob Beatty's comments, folks. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School Football on AM 970 WGTK.
Tonight's coach's interview was brought to you by Varitech, Kentuckiana's #1 source for all your generator needs.
Hi, this is attorney Phil Rich. Most people know me as the attorney who grew up in Louisville's Portland community and who makes it rain. While living in Portland, my parents sacrificed to send me and my brothers to Louisville's best high school, Trinity, where I graduated in 1979. I'm a proud supporter of Trinity High School athletics. So while you're listening to Trinity Make It Rain touchdowns, remember, if you're ever in an accident or hurt on the job, call me, attorney Phil Rich, and I'll make it rain. Just Google Phil Rich Law.
Are you thinking of a new building for your business? Maybe you want to expand or remodel your current facility due to success and growth. Many people make the mistake of paying expensive design fees to find out the project is over budget. Don't make that mistake. Lichtenfeld Inc. has been in business for 100 years and knows how to design a project to fit your budget. As the leading Butler steel builder, they have economical solutions for your new commercial project. Don't wait. Call now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Marshall Stadium at Harry Jackson Field on the campus of Trinity High School. We want to first greet and welcome our visiting fans from Whale High School. And now please stand for our opening ceremonies. Our usual opening flag ceremony and special coin toss ceremony will not be held tonight to comply with healthy and play guidelines. And now, gentlemen, please remove your hats and please join in the singing of our national anthem.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Trinity High School football. Wayne Krause and Jason Arch. We're about 7 minutes away from kickoff. We were told they're doing the coin toss a little bit differently than they've done in years past. No captains go out to the field. It's just the two coaches. A lot of times the officials will do it off to the side, kind of before, without much fanfare and whatnot. And that did take place. The Rocks won the toss and elected to defer. Surprised, Jason, or no?
Coach Betty's been doing that more and more the last couple of years. I don't know if he's doing it with his purpose in mind or trying to throw a wrench at the team. But I think it's probably a good move. He's really confident in his defense. It's when I was here, both as a player and as a coach, that was just the standard. What you did, you won the toss, you deferred. And philosophically, if your defense is strong, you go out there and you set a tone early and you shut it down. Conversely, Trinity's had a lot of success over the years, and Bob sets a tone in his offense saying, hey, catch us if you can. So, not really surprised, but it's really, really long answer to a short question. So,
I was going to say, they ought to just go out and go, okay, do you want the ball first or not? It doesn't matter. We'll do either. We'll set the tone either way.
Yeah.
So, Rock's getting ready to take to the field. I do want to get a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I want to give our best again to the Tompkins family. We mentioned last week Stephen Tompkins, longtime teacher and just a Trinity person through and through, passed away. And this past Monday, during his, they had the funeral mass, which, because of COVID and whatnot, not a lot of folks could actually be there in the church. But what they did, the people that were here at Trinity, when the funeral left the church, they drove through Trinity on Sharon Avenue, and the entire student body that was in attendance, all the teachers, everybody lined Sharon Avenue 6 feet apart, which basically runs from Westport Road to Shelbyville Road, and you're 6 feet apart from the guy next to you. And they drove through, and I was really proud of our guys. A lot of the freshmen and whatnot that are here didn't even really know Mr. Tompkins, but they knew it was something important. And anyway, again, we just want to send our very best out to the Tompkins family. Also, I want to thank the silver sponsors for celebration this year: Blinko and Shutt PSC, Cap Electric Services, Dean Dorton, Flexawash, Freibert and Mattingly Title Group, Gil Stein and Associates Architects, the Graff Family Dentistry, Hayden Grant PLLC, ID&A Incorporated, Kelly Fabricators, Meineke Car Care, Oxmoor Auto Group, Redwood Construction, ROC Restaurant, Roof Sign Company, Chardin Mechanical, Southeast Pallet Recycling Company, St. Matthews Cycling, Doug and Preston Stowe. You know Doug?
No.
Stowe, okay, making sure. Summit Orthodontics, which my son went there actually. Summit Construction, MTS and D Services, and Wallach Landscaping. Thanks to all the people that support Trinity's celebration. Without their support, we couldn't get the things done around here that we like to get done. We need to take one more pregame break, and then we'll be back with some high school football about 3 minutes from kickoff. Trinity versus Mayo. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
How do your customers see your brand? On their phone, a computer? But what does it really take to get eyes on your brand? Good design, search engine optimization, and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full-service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
For nearly 2 decades, Veritech has been known as the place for generators. Because when you want a backup, you'll want one that won't back down, like a Briggs & Stratton generator system from Veritech. For over 100 years, Briggs & Stratton has been producing some of the world's most reliable small engines. That same ingenuity and quality extends to their portable and standby generators. Briggs & Stratton has sizes to supply enough backup power to your entire home.
Here's Veritech owner Greg Brown.
At Veritech, we make buying a generator a painless process. We take the time to learn who you are, what you need, and custom tailor a generator to your needs and budget. It's very much like buying insurance. You know you need it, but you hope you don't have to use it.
Online at vteng.com or call 502-966-3400. Veritech, the #1 source for all of your generator needs. First quarter action is sponsored by Dr. Donald Fry and Smiles on Her Smart, where our patients are our top priority. Go Rocks!
Wayne Krause, Jason Larch, and John King here at Marshall Stadium. Trinity has broken huddle after the team prayer as Mail is heading to their sideline, about a minute or so away from kickoff. Again, top two teams in the state, Trinity number 1, Mail number 2. It's the first game of the year for Mail. First time public schools in Jefferson County have been able to play. The first night they've been able to play is tonight. So a lot of games getting underway all over the county, I'm sure, tonight. If you'd like to send us an email and let us know where you're listening from, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. And we'll try to get to some of those here shortly. Actually, we've already got a few. Nancy and Musty Holzheimer, they check in each and every week from Guanajuato, Mexico. Also want to say hello to Nate Barton, class of 2012. He's the one in South Korea. Boy, we're all over the globe, and we haven't even kicked off yet. Also, Pam and Bill Fisher from Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Gosh, you add up the miles on those three places. What are we at? 10,000?
It's a big number.
It's a big number. Again, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. The Rocks will kick off and go right to left here in quarter number 1. Let's go ahead and give you the officials' names tonight. The referee is Richie Dunn. He's got 14 years of experience. His umpire is Tom Hoffman. Linesman Scott Jaggers. Line judge, the senior man on the crew, Lewis Hilliard, with 34 years high school football experience. And the back judge, Kevin Conder. We're going with a 5-man crew tonight. Had the
7
wait a minute, we got
week.
7. How do you got? You only sent me 5, Mike. We only have 5. I was talking to Mike Giedig, who got the information, and he said they only gave us 5, but 7 showed up. So 2 other folks down there working this game as well.
There's 5 officials.
Oh, I thought you said there were 2 more.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there is only 5. Going with a 5-man crew. Okay. Deep for Mail.
No, I said 7 last week.
Deep for Mail is number 1, Vinny Anthony. Looks like number 99, Will Zanke, going to be doing the kicking duties tonight for the Rocks. And we are underway. This one's going to go deep. Nice kickoff. Actually going to be fielded by number 5, Max Gainey. He's going to bring it right side, picks up a block, but he's not going to get a second one. Number 7 for the Rocks, Michael Patterson, just wrapped him up about a yard outside the 20. We'll give him the 21-yard line. Mail will begin their drive from there.
Pretty nice coverage. Nice job. It's a really nice open field tackle. Good lane integrity all the way down.
So for the Bulldogs, looks like Nick Shuddy at quarterback. He will put 3 receivers to the left side here on 1st and 10 from his own 5, or from his own 21, I'm sorry. Max Gainey in the backfield to his right. And he's got a man. Boy, I'll tell you what, if that pass is complete, that could have gone for 6 points, Jason. It was just out of the reach of Vinny Anthony.
Yeah, there was a little seam route, all it was, and it was a slow reaction by the linebacker who should have hit him, and a slow reaction by the safety who should have been on top of the route. Same kind of route, same kind of thing to the same kid that was kind of the bane of their existence in the state championship last year. There's an issue with the clock right now.
The officials are looking up at the clock. It says 20:58, so I'm guessing it's going to be just it's got to be in the first minute. I think they're saying that it should be 11 minutes and 50 seconds. So 2nd and 10 Mail from their own 21. Bulldogs going left to right as we look at them from the Marshall Stadium press box. Shetty going to go shotgun formation. This time it looks like he's got number 22, Jalen Bross, in the backfield to his right. Again, 3 receivers to the left. And I think this one's going to go against the Rocks at will. Somebody jumped off sides. And it's going to give Mail a 2nd and 5.
Laquan Williams, from 95, got the start for Trinity tonight because Alton Jefferson Jr. is injured. He was the nose tackle. He's been replaced by number 39, Will Zabel. Charlie Ely playing defensive end, as we saw last week. He's stand-up position, and DeAnthony Perry at the other defensive end.
2nd and 5 for Mail. Put a man in motion, and again, they're going to throw. This time they've got Anthony, and he's going to get a first down out across the 30 to about the 34. Actually, they're going to give him a pretty nice spot out to the 35. That'll move the chains.
Listen, to their detriment last year in the state championship game, they kept trying to throw the ball to Vinny Anthony over the top of the two kids they had who were Division I receivers, and they're doing it now, and they're doing it with success. Trinity's got to get hands on that kid. The line of scrimmage, he's lined up in the slot. He's also lined up the second man in. They had a head-up player on him. You got to put your hands on him before the ball's in the air.
1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 35. Opening drive of the ball game. Shuddy takes the shotgun snap. Little 3-step drop, middle of the field. He's got a man. That's number 7, Brooks Harris. He goes left side forward for about 7 yards out to the 42-yard line. A little crossing route.
He used Vinny Anthony to create depth. Talk about simplistic. I mean, simple game plan. It was a seam route, a seam route, a seam route, and now it's a little crossing route. I will say that Trinity's defense looks a little flat. They did not have the same kind of zip they had when they opened the game last week.
2nd and 3 now, Mail from their own 42. This time they're at the left hash. Shuddy will put 2 receivers, make that 3 on the right side. Looked like somebody moved, no flag. And this time it's thrown behind Anthony, and that might be a flag. Wow.
If that was officiating, it's a flag.
That should have been a flag on the Trinity defensive back, I thought, and so did Jason, but none comes out. I guess he was trying to look like he pulled up at the last minute. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs. I want to say hello to, let's see here, Chris Whittington is in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Hello to Gene Stein in the parking lot, he says. Also, Brian Martin. He's here at Harry Jansen Field, I guess. He must have been one of the lucky ones. 3rd and 3. Scratch that. Brian Martin was at Harry Jansen Field last year. Last year it was Italy, and this year Harry Jansen Field. There we go. 3rd and 3. Shuddy takes the snap, goes to the left side. It's complete. And depending on the spot, I think they're going to be a yard shy, and they will be. They're going to mark it at the 44. This is going to bring up an interesting 4th and 1, Jason, early in this football game.
I think you got to kick it away. Mail's gone backwards. They've had success over the last few years against Trinity. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly.
They're lining up and going for it fast. 4th and 1, Bulldogs from their own 44. We've played about 2 minutes of this football game. Going for it on 4th down on the opening drive. Shuddy going to throw left side, overthrown, and he had a man who was intended for number 5, Max Gainey, and the Rocks will take over on downs at the Bulldog 44-yard line.
Yeah, I disagree with that decision. I mean, clearly Coach Wolf has got more experience than I do and has had a lot more success on the record than I have, but, you know, now you're putting your kids in a real big bind.
And there is an injured male player, looks like number 75 for the Bulldogs, Peyton Mattingly. And there's an official timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break. Folks, we're scoreless. 10:09 to go here in the opening quarter. Rocks will have the football for the first time when we return. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Fry, Trinity class of 93.
John, we'll come down to you if
Smiles
he's
on
still
Hurstburn
injured
are proud
after
to
the
support
30-second
Trinity
break.
High School football. Smiles on Hurstburn is also proud to bring the Louisville area the best personal and comprehensive dental care and services for our Go Rocks.
Now, back to Hatfield Media's presentation of Trinity Shamrocks football.
Welcome back, everyone. Injured player for the Bulldogs, number 75, Peyton Mattingly, one of the linemen he's being tended to. Looks like he's going to get up. It's his right leg, knee. Not sure he's kind of favoring it, but he's walking off under his own power. That is always good to see as the Trinity faithful applauding that young man's effort. Let's check in with John King real quick on the field. John, Jason mentioned that the Rock defense he thought looked a little flat. What was your thought? Oh, do we have John?
Looks like he's talking, but
I'm not catching him. 1st and 10 Rocks from the male 44-yard line. Quarterback Nathan McElroy will put 3 receivers to the right side. Armand Gilliam in the back, or Armand Tucker in the backfield, and he's going to get the call. After the 35, I did that one time last year, twice last year. He's going to pick up 9 yards to the male 35 to bring a 2nd and 1, and offense coordinators love 2nd and 1, don't they, Jason?
Absolutely. Terrific block by David Mansour on that play. pulling around on the handoff right in the middle.
9:40 to play here in the first quarter. First time the Rocks have had the football. 2nd and 1 at the Bulldog 35. Let's see here. McElroy's going to put Wynton Johnson in motion to the right. They're going to hand it off to Tucker. He's going to turn it left side. Easily gets the first down. He'll be run out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, it's good that they didn't throw a flag on the male player if they didn't throw one on the Trinity player earlier, because both of them got a little chippy at the end of those plays. But we'll say that it's even now, Jason. How about that?
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
Tucker gets it down to about the 31, easily gets the first down. From the left hash, Rocks quickly to the sideline, or to the line of scrimmage, I should say. Jack Mitchell goes wide to the right. They've got Colin Book on the left, Wynton Johnson on the left. McElroy to throw, middle of the field. He's got a man, and I believe that's the tight end, number 84, Gavin Simpkins. He'll get down, I was going to say he'll get down to the 21, and just enough. They're going to move the chains without even measuring.
Yeah, it's a nice little route. The tight end spot slide right in the middle of the field. They used it a lot last year with Kalen Merculia. I like the play. It worked very well, as is evidenced by the big gain on that play.
This time Bradley West in the football game. He's in the back of the pistol formation as McElroy is going to hand it to him. Bradley West breaks right side, gets a block, then to the corner of the end zone. It's a foot race to the pylon. Is he in there? Wait for the signal. Touchdown, Trinity. Bradley West. Bradley West from 21 yards out, I believe. That's the game's first score. 9:01 to play here in the quarter as we await the PAT by Will Zanke. I tell you, you got to love the way Bradley West plays high school football. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're counting the male players. I think they got 12 people on the field. Yeah, they did. They're going to call it 12 men on the field. I think the Rocks are just going to decline it.
Yeah.
It's assessed on the kickoff.
Okay. I saw Coach Biddy just saying, waving his hand like, go ahead and do what you're going to do.
He's happy right now. They just got 6 points. Zanke out of the McElroy hold. And he puts it through. Folks, we got 9:01 to play in the opening quarter. Rocks lead it over the Male Bulldogs 7-0. Back in 30 seconds. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
How do you...
So far.
Kicking off the Rocks, number 99, Bulldog, number 1, Anthony, and number 5, Max Gage.
Lily wasn't feeling No. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to do this and that.
Number 7, Mike Patterson. 14-yard return on the kick. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their 16.
Well, I wish I could help you, but I have no clue. All right, we'll do.
Shetty feels some pressure and somehow is able to escape and go forward for about 4 yards. And boy, I thought the Rocks had their first sack of the game there, Jason, but he was able to slip through it.
Yeah, D'Anthony Perry came off the line of scrimmage like a wildfire and was able to get great pressure. We just wasn't able to put hands on him and bring him down. Peyton Mattingly hurt from Mayo in that last series. Their starting center he's been replaced. Be curious to see how that affects Mail's.
Yeah, that's you lose your starting center on the first series. That's big. Shuddy goes shotgun. Long snap count. 3 receivers again to the left, and he's going to look left. Now he pocket right side, little screen pass to number 22, Jalen Bross. He's going to be brought down across the 20 at about the 22-yard line. It'll be about 4 yards shy of the first down, so it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And Kyle Fager played that as well as you can from a cornerback spot. You know, he's a big kid for playing cornerback. Just maintained outside leverage, fought the blocker inside, and allowed Stearman, who is right in the middle of the play, to fight through and make the tackle with him. Really nice job of those two.
We've known the Fager since he was a little kid swimming at it in the summer swimming league, and I'm telling you what, he has filled out to quite the athlete for the Shamrocks. We've got, looks like a timeout. Mail's taking a timeout here on 3rd and 4 from their own 22, so we'll take a 30-second break as well. Rocks lead it 7-0. 7:39 to go in the first. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Atención, compadres y amigos de Trinity. Do you know that the best Mexican food around is right across the street? El Tarasco at 110 Fairfax Avenue is the place to go for authentic Mexican cuisine. Mention Trinity Football and receive a free serving of queso. That's El Tarasco in San Matthews, 110 Fairfax Avenue, right across Shelbyville Road from Trinity High School. Go Shamrocks!
Dr. Donald Fry is proud to support this quarter of Shamrock football. Go Rocks!
Welcome back, everyone. 7-0. Rocks lead it over Mail. Early on here, 7:39 to go in the opening quarter. Mail went for it on 4th down and was stopped, and the Rocks ended up scoring the game's first points. Now the Bulldogs have it 3rd and 4 at their own 22. And they're making sure they took a timeout because they really want to keep this drive alive. Empty backfield around quarterback Nick Shuddy. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
He's looking for Vinny Anthony.
Got the backup center. It's a nice snap. Feels some pressure. Throws incomplete. Almost intercepted, I tell you. I think Michael Patterson was the closest to actually catching that football, and Mail's going to have to punt it here.
He threw the wrong guy, but of course that was pressure coming too. If he'd thrown to Vinny Anthony, he was running a flag route or up the field and outside the 45 degrees. He was open if he had eyes on him.
There were 3 green jerseys around him though, and he didn't have more than about another quarter second to get rid of it.
No, if he'd thrown it at the same time, if he made a different decision, a lot better outcome probably for Mail.
And looking at the return man for Trinity. Trying to make out is it Bradley West back there returning the kick? Is that what you got, Mike? Bradley West going to return this punt, standing just about just inside his own 35. And this is blocked. And I believe, was it number 29, Jason, for the Rocks?
No, it was Jackson Schultz with 25.
Jackson Schultz with the block. Rocks actually, doesn't matter who recovers. Rock's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. I think Mail fell on it, but Trinity takes over with a short field.
He blocked it perfectly. So oftentimes, you teach him to take the ball off the foot of the punter, and that way you don't run into him. So if you're going to get the ball, you're going to miss him. Exactly. It was perfect. He was really, really well done. That was a perfect block.
So with 7.5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, Rock's going to try to tack on to their 7-0 lead as McElroy puts Armand Tucker in the backfield behind him. Pistol formation, Book in motion to the right. They give it to Tucker. Tucker's going to bounce left side, makes one man miss, and he'll be ridden out of bounds at about the 12 or now they're going to mark it about the 13-yard line. So a pickup of 6. Make that 5. Go ahead.
I am curious. In the last series, I did not see Sheila Brown, Mail's top defensive player, on the field, and he's not there now either. And I'm also I'm trying to find number 17, I'll say, their middle linebacker, Elijah Manning.
Winton Johnson and Jack Mitchell go wide to the right. Again, a pistol formation. McElroy with Tucker behind him. And again, Tucker gets the call. This time he's going to go straight up the gut and just tries to follow some blockers. Picks up a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it a short 4 for Trinity.
Mail not having success in their base 4 down lineman, 2 linebacker, 5 defensive back scheme they have traditionally played. That time they loaded the line of scrimmage with 5 down linemen, trying to find an effort to stop Trinity's running game. To this point, Trinity's offensive line has been dominating the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4, Trinity. Football at the Mayo 18-yard line. Under 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Rocks lead at 7-0. McElroy takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw, middle of the field. And, wow, thought there should have been a flag there. Nothing comes out. And it's going to bring up a 4th down play. Do you try the field goal here, Jason, or go for it? What do you think?
I think you go for it.
Well, just as you said that, I think they're sending the field goal team in.
Well, I've been wrong. I've been on the opposite end twice tonight. Once for Coach Wolf and once for Coach Beatty.
And here's the thing. The reason I don't mind, I like kicking the field goal is because you never know somewhere down the line if you're going to need that field goal and you need the game situation practice. McElroy to hold and Will Zanke to kick. This will be a 29-yard attempt from the left hash. And this, wow, how did that not get blocked? Somehow he's able to sneak it in the right upright, and that makes it 10-0. Rocks, 6:37 to go here in the opening quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
If it is time for you to review your business or personal insurance needs, contact the Ditzler Insurance Agency. For 39 years, the Ditzler Insurance Agency has been proud to bring nationwide business and personal insurance products to the Louisville area. Call Trinity alums Jerry Russ or Stuart Ditzler and get an on-your-side review of all your business and personal insurance needs. Call us today at 895-0812 for all your insurance needs, including home, auto, and life insurance. That's Ditzler Insurance at 895-0812.
Back to first quarter action, sponsored by Dr. Donald Fry and Smiles on Hurstbourne.
10-0 Shamrocks. 6:37 to go in the opening quarter as Will Zanke set to kick it away for the 3rd time this evening. We'll check in with John King after this kickoff. So far, his kickoffs have been quite nice, and this one's going to be a little bit shorter, but still lots of hang time. Going to be fielded about the 14-yard line. And the return man, Vinny Anthony, going to get out to maybe the 26. And John King, did you get the sense that they thought about going for it there on 4th down, or was it a field goal all the way in your mind?
I heard you all talking about it. I think I would have gone for it, but again, I'm not Coach Beatty. I don't think they thought about it. I think he was trying to get his kicker some experience, wanting to get the points for sure. We've got a young kicker out there. I think he really wanted to get in some experience of, 4th down like that. That's something you have to do.
And how about, was there some calls for a flag there on that 3rd down?
Oh, yeah. Everybody over here. I think anybody on the Trinity sideline thought there should have been a flag there, but you know how that goes. I think things are going pretty well for us tonight, though. We can't really complain.
Defense takes to the field for the 3rd time tonight. 1st and 10 Mail at their own 26-yard line. This time they'll put a pair of receivers to either side. Now they're going to move number 14, Jaden Warfield, to the right. That actually puts 3 to the right and 2 to the left. Empty backfield around Nick Shuddy. Rocks only have 2 down linemen. Looks like they're going to just rush 3. Shuddy still feels some pressure. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to fall forward for a couple yards. But, Jason, that's a lot of pressure when you're only rushing 3 guys to get to the quarterback.
Well, the difference right now is Charlie Ely's been moved to defensive end. He's going from a stand-up position. Because usually, for 3 years, he's playing inside linebacker. He provides a lot of different athleticism out there. He got pressure really fast on that tackle. He beat him upfield and able to force the guy out of the pocket. Steerman and Ely fell back and made the tackle.
They'll got to be happy that they picked up a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8, we'll call it for the Bulldogs. Football at their own 28-yard line. This time Shuddy's going to put Max Gainey in motion, and they're going to pitch it to him left side. Boy, nothing there. That 2 yards that Shuddy gained on 1st down is negated. I think that's about a loss of 3 on that 2nd down play.
Little double swing out of the backfield. Really nice job by Trinity kids having their eyes on the quarterback, moving to the football while it's in the air. I couldn't wish to get 4 or 5 kids on the right, almost the entire right side of the defense was out there on that fastball. The ball's in the air.
Let's call it a loss of 4. 3rd and 12 now for Mail from their own 24, operating from their left hash. I tell you, it looks like they're having a little trouble getting set up offensively on a few of these play calls. They finally come set. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. That's the right. Now they're going to put Man in motion to the right. They swing it left side, and boy, nothing doing. I think his knee was down right at about the 25, and it's going to be a big-time punting situation for the Bulldogs. With 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, 10-0 Rocks. Let's see, Bradley West going back in there to return this punt.
Defense is working up. They're playing a lot better now, a lot more pace. They tried Mayo overloaded this near side of the field and tried to throw a bubble screen or a tunnel screen back to the inside of the field to Vinny Anthony. Slipped and fell, 4th down.
We'll get to our emails here in just a moment. Again, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. As the Bulldogs set to punt it away, trying to make out the punter. Number 12, it's the quarterback, Nick Shuddy, also doing the punting.
He punted last year as well.
And this one he gets away. Not a real clean kick. It's going to take a bounce, actually take a Trinity bounce and go out of bounds. Rock should have this at about the 42-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark it. So another pretty short field for Trinity. Let's check in with John King down on the field. John.
Hey, just changing possessions here. Things are, this couldn't be going really any better for our game plan, I don't think, other than the field goal. Might have been nice to have another touchdown there.
Yeah, Coach Beatty's not big on field goals, is he?
No, that's exactly right. That's why I said I think he wanted to get the kicker some experience. I know last week we hit the goalpost and it went through and had a few, we're very young at that position.
Hopefully that's the last field goal we have all year, right?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
1st and 10, Trinity at their own 42. Operating from the right hash. They're going to keep it on the ground. That's Bradley West. And he's going to carry a couple of people with him for about 5 yards. That's a nice little piece of hard running.
Yeah, so power to the left. You pulled both offensive left and right guards to the left side of the offense. West ran up right beside him, or underneath him. Nice gain on 1st down.
Want to say hello to Dawn Tivis? You want to say hi, Jace?
They call me Mrs. Tivis.
Hello to Jeff Tompkins, also out in Iroquois Park, Iroquois Post Office, I think. Tom Bell listening from Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. Again, our email address, trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. 2nd and 5, we'll call it Trinity, from their own 47. 3.5 minutes to play. Rocks lead at 10-0, and McElroy's going to keep it on the ground. Hands it to Bradley West, turns the corner, gets into Mayo territory. Inside the 40, nice spin move down to about the 32. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. But that's going to be a gain of 15. Am I doing it right?
Yeah. Terrific patience by Bradley West setting that block up. And Winton Johnson, man, what a great open block. He came from the inside of the field, had good head position, walked up on that defensive back, kicked him out, and West went inside.
I want to say hello to Nick and Becca Costello listening from Buffalo, New York. 1st and 10 Rocks at the Bulldog 38. Trinity looking to add to their 10-0 lead. A little over 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. McElroy has Tucker in the backfield to his right, a pair of receivers either side. This time a play action. McElroy pumps once, now throws. He's got Jack Mitchell inside the 30, depending on the spot. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard, maybe a yard shy of the 1st down. But here again, Jason, you like 2nd and 1.
Yeah, nice slant route, good pacing on McElroy. He wanted to throw it a little earlier, but the male defender was not cut down, so he had interference there. McElroy pulled it back down, waited for a second more, and found the open receiver.
2nd and 1 Rocks from the Bulldog 29. They'll put Book and Mitchell to the right. Looks like Winton Johnson, the lone man, on the left. Tucker behind McElroy. They keep it on the ground with Tucker. Boy, that might be the, how shall we say, least good running play of the season for the Rocks.
Least best.
I think Tucker lost a couple of yards there.
Yeah, Mill pinched down their defense. They had, they brought everybody to the middle of the field.
I hate to say worst.
Well, we say least best.
Yeah. It is going to be a loss of 2.
I thought he would have gone back the tight end route to the middle of the field because, I said Raculia. Gavin Simpkins came off the line really cleanly.
Actually, let's call it a loss of 1. 3rd and 2, Trinity at the Bulldog 30. West in there now to the right of McElroy, who's in shotgun formation. Winton Johnson to the left, pair of receivers right side. And West is going to be asked to get the 1st down, and boy, the second effort is still going to be about a yard shy, and I think he goes for it here, Jason.
Yeah. I think you're right.
McElroy comes all the way over to Coach Beatty to get the play. 1.5 minutes and ticking remains in the 1st quarter.
I was completely wrong, Wayne. I was looking for Celia Brown to have a different number. I just realized he's been there the whole time because he just made that last tackle. It was not complete. I looked the wrong guy the whole time.
That's okay. You're fired. What has it been, like 15 years we've done this?
I think so.
4th and 1. Bradley West going to get the first down and then some. He's inside the 25. They'll mark him at about the 24. Picked up 5, and that moves the chains.
Well, it's just a really nice handoff over the right-hand side. Nice job by the Trinity offensive linemen staying sticky with their blocks, good movement of the feet. There are white shirts on the ground.
I want to say hi to Kurt Webb, class of 81, listening in Cincinnati. Also, Christopher Adamson wants to shout out to the class of 2000. This Trinity's going to have it 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line. Under a minute to play now in the first. 10-0 Trinity. Looking for more. McElroy takes a shotgun snap, looking to set up a screen pass left side to Jack Mitchell. Not much there. They're going to just call it to about the line of scrimmage. And I tell you, Mail had that one covered.
Well, you know, it was a really nice play by Romel Sheffield. If he didn't make that play goes big. Trinity had the right play called, I think. Mail loaded line of scrimmage.
I want to say hello to Sean Hubbard up in South Bend listening. One of the people that I dominate in pool volleyball. Inside joke. 2nd and 10 Trinity from the Bulldog 24. This will probably be the final play of the first quarter as McElroy goes shotgun. And across the middle of the field, he's got a man. And that's, I believe it's Simpkins. He's going to be dragged down inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal Rocks. As soon as they mark the ball ready for play, time's going to expire in the first quarter. So we will head to quarter number 2 with the Rocks having the football 1st and goal at the Bulldog 2-yard line. 10-0 after 1 quarter of play. Back in 60 seconds. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK Louisville.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Fry, Trinity class of 93.
Mike, how are you?
Good. How are you doing? Devin. I didn't see you over there earlier. I heard to talk about that.
I didn't see you, but I heard you.
Yeah.
Trinity and the male 2. McElroy on the carry. Stopped by number 17, Elijah Manning. Also number 2, Nate Coates on the tackle. No gain. 2nd and goal.
You're supposed to have a helper tonight, so I know you're doing it all.
And 1 yard. Tackle was by Elijah Manning, number 17. 3rd and goal at the 1. Armand Tucker carries 1 yard to the end zone for a Trinity touchdown.
So the Rocks lead at 16-0 as we await the PAT.
Sankey will attempt point after. Holding will be Nathan McElroy.
McElroy to hold. Zanke to attempt the point after. Taking a long time to get this one set up. Now they're ready to go. It's up. And it's good. Folks, we got 10:44 to play here in the first half. Rocks in control over the Bulldogs of Mayo High School, 17-0. Back in 30 seconds, this is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Hi, this is attorney Phil Rich. Most people know me as the attorney who grew up in Louisville's Portland community and who makes it rain. While living in Portland, my parents sacrificed to send me and my brothers to Louisville's best high school, Trinity, where I graduated in 1979. I'm a proud supporter of Trinity High School athletics. So, while you're listening to Trinity Make It Rain touchdowns, remember, if you're ever in an accident or hurt on the job, call me, attorney Phil Rich, and I'll make it rain. Just Google Phil Rich Law.
Sankey to kick off for the Rocks. Deep, number 1, Vinny Anthony, and number 5, Max Gady. Max Gady on the return. Tackle was by Ryan Carson, number 22. Also number 53, Evan Elder. 19 yards on the return. 1st and 10 Mayo, and they're 23.
Patterson dropped, read the quarterback's eyes. Ball is thrown well. He just made a great play.
The fact that Brooks Harris popped right up was something else, though, because he got it was timed perfectly by Michael Patterson.
See, that's one of those things. It looks a lot worse than it was. I mean, it really does. I mean, it's bone jarring, but it was a nice clean hit. He hit him with his chest. It was just a really. I like that football play. It just makes me all gooey inside.
You have goosebumps, Jason.
Yeah, I do.
2nd and 10.
Tingly, as Mike Dick said.
2nd and 10 Mail from their own 23. Taking a long time getting this play in from the sideline. Back judge already has his hand up. They're down to about 5 seconds. 2 receivers to the left side. Count is on. This is going to be close, and they do get the snap off. They're going to keep it on the ground. Boy, not much there at all. Yard, maybe yard and a half. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
You know, Trinity, like I said, in the last series, Trinity's really just woken up defensively. They're now dominating that line of scrimmage on the front as well. Linebackers are moving well. Everybody's reading their keys properly. Really impressive so far by the Rocks defense.
I want to say hello to Kevin Wells, class of 88, listening here in Louisville. Also, John Leisman checks in. Mike. Okay, Mike says hello to John. Under 10 minutes to play in the half. 3rd and 9 now for Mayo. Rocks move another defensive, or they actually pull a linebacker to the right side. Mayo's going to keep it on the ground. Boy, questionable call there. Might have picked up a yard, but brings up a punting situation. Bulldogs are down 17-0, and you cannot expect on 3rd and 9. I'm just sorry, but you're just not going to run the ball for 9 yards against this Trinity defense right now.
No, not. I think they were guessing Trinity was going to bring pressure, which they lined up in the gaps. It looked like they were going to. In that situation, if you pop that first line of scrimmage, you know, you can turn something big, but not the case. Rocks defended well.
We'll check in with John King after this Bulldog punch. Shetty standing inside his own 15-yard line. Bradley West is going to move up to about his own 40. He looks over the sideline. I thought he was going to go up to the 40. He only stepped up to about the 37.
He needs to move up a little more.
Clock goes under 9 minutes to play in the half. And the punt is away, and this one's going to be fair caught by Bradley West at the 43-yard line. Let's check in with John King down on the field. John, what's going on?
Just looking forward to seeing our offense. I mean, sometimes we play a little first game around first of the year, but I think Bob's ready to just kind of work some things out tonight and see what we've got going. I know we've had texting me watching the game tonight, Brian Rader, Bobby Hostclaw, a lot of people out watching tonight. So
yeah, I've gotten a lot of texts myself, so thanks to all the people that are supporting us, watching on the internet, listening on the radio, all that sort of thing. Rocks have it 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line, leading 17-0. 8:50 still to go here in the half. McElroy goes shotgun with West in the backfield to his right. They fake it to West, a little play action, and McElroy's going deep. He's got Witten Johnson. Witten Johnson, it's a little underthrown. And coming back to make the play, it looked like number 16 for Mayo, one of the defensive backs, Tyler Brown. And if McElroy can get about 2 more yards of air under it, he hits Witten Johnson in stride for 6 points.
Well, if he could have set his feet a little earlier, he had Johnson with a bigger, had a little too much air on it. So I think McElroy threw about as far as he could. Witten Johnson just fast. I got to say, listen, Tyler Brown from Mayo made a great play breaking that pass up. No interference at all. Really good job.
2nd and 10, Rocks from their own 43. From the left hash, they break huddle. They'll put Jack Mitchell and Johnson to the right side. See if Johnson can run that fast again. That was a 55-yard sprint, I think. And this time we'll cross the middle to Mitchell. Mitchell makes, I was going to say makes one man miss, but he doesn't miss. Elijah Manning is going to drag him down at about the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs. That's a pickup of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Slant route, little back step after the catch. Manning grabbed him by the shoelace. Otherwise, he would have had a first down.
Third and a long 2 or a short 3, depending on if you're an optimist or a pessimist here, Jason, as the football is just on the Mayo side of the 50-yard line. Mitchell and Johnson, and they'll make that Mitchell and I believe Colin Book now to the right side. Pistol formation. Book goes in motion to the left. Tucker behind McElroy. Tucker's going to get the handoff. Tucker's going to cut up field. Tucker's going to, second effort, I believe, get the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, it was nice to have a Ryan Mallett on that side over there. Gavin Mallett, extending that block down past the first down marker.
For the Rocks, it looks like number 86, Ethan Nason, heading to the sideline as Witten Johnson checks back in. Jack Mitchell now going to the sideline as well. 1st and 10 Rocks at the Bulldog 46. Trinity leads at 17-0. About 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. McElroy, shotgun, little 2-step drop, middle of the field. He's got the tight end Simpkins down inside the 40. They're going to mark him about a yard shy of the first down. So, Jason, for the 3rd time tonight, the always comfortable 2nd and 1.
That's right. Number 9 from Mayo is down, Roman Sullivan.
Yeah, Mayo has an injured player. So with 7:23 to go here in the first half and the Rocks leading 17-0, we will take a 30-second break. Don't go anywhere. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Atención, compadres y amigos de Trinity. Do you know that the best Mexican food around is right across the street? El Tarasco at 110 Fairfax Avenue is the place to go for authentic Mexican cuisine. Mention Trinity Football and receive a free serving of queso. That's El Tarasco in San Matthews, 110 Fairfax Avenue, right across Shelbyville Road from Trinity High School. Go Shamrocks!
Now, back to Hatfield Media's presentation of Trinity Shamrocks football.
17-0. Rocks lead it as the injured player Roman Sullivan able to hop up and looks like he's doing fine now. Hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him as he heads to the Mayo sideline. Again, 17-0 Trinity. They've got the football 2nd and 1 at the Mayo 37-yard line. I want to say hello to Chris and Annette Bale, who are listening and watching this evening. As the Rocks break huddle, it will be a pistol set with, I believe that's Bradley West in there behind McElroy. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. They keep it on the ground with West. West dances between some would-be tacklers, gets inside the 30 all the way to the 29. Needed a yard, picked up a lot more than that, picked up of about 8 first down Rocks.
Good for a first down.
Little zone play at time, going to the right, bend it back to the left. Cut block out of Gavin Monsieur on the backside on Sheila Brown. Nice job.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half now from the right hash. Rocks will send Johnson and Mitchell to the left. Owen Francia to the right side. West in the backfield to the right of McElroy. Shotgun. Little 3-step drop. Looking right side. Feels some pressure. Now he dumps it. And what a catch by Simpkins. That ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. And Simpkins stuck his left hand out and hauled it in. It'll be a pickup of about 6 or 7 yards. Make it about 9 yards, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it 2nd and 1 again. This is the 4th time we've had 2nd and 1 tonight.
Really enamored of that play. Coach Beatty started using it last year with a lot of success. Again, tight end in the middle of the field. Just sits down and finds an open space. Really, really like it. Trinity's using it very well.
2nd and 1, Trinity. This time Armand Tucker behind McElroy in the pistol set. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. That's the left of McElroy. And they go right side on the ground with Tucker. Tucker's going to get the first down, and he'll go out of bounds somewhere near the 15. And looks like they're going to spot him right at the 15-yard line. So a gain of 5. It'll be 1st and 10 Trinity. I want to say hello to Jennifer Albright and family who are listening as always. Again, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. Under the midpoint of quarter number 2, 5:52 to go in the first half. Trinity in the male red zone, looking to add to their 17-0 lead.
It's always remarkable to me how fast Tucker gets to full speed. He's just kind of coasting, and in a step, he's just gone.
Reminds me of how you used to play, Jason.
Not even close.
Quentin Johnson in motion from the right to the left. They keep it on the ground with Tucker. He cuts upfield. This time only about 4. Well, they might give him 5 yards down to the 10 as the clock continues to roll. I tell you, it would almost be good if the Rocks could run about 4 or 5 more plays and get the clock down under 2 minutes before and score.
So Gavin Mallett, Jacob Conrad, Drew Woodruff, so far doing a great job tonight. Alex Moore. We already talked to Gavin Mansour twice.
Oh, he's having a really good game. How about that?
They are. That whole front's doing a good job.
Shotgun set, McElroy. Across the middle of the field, that one's overthrown. That one just got away from that. It was intended for Winton Johnson, but it was behind him and high, and I think McElroy that was just not one of his better passes.
Yeah, that was a home run after baseball. He spun that one up there. He didn't break it all, just kind of spin it right there in the middle fat part of the plate. So they have those every once in a while. Slant route was the intended route.
We shake it off and get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 now, Trinity at the Bulldog 10. West behind McElroy. West going to get the call right up the gut. Wow, great defense there. Number 44 for Male, Sailor Brown. That's your guy, Jason. He was not going to be, what did he throw him for a loss of, about 4 or 5 yards?
Yeah, he came off the line and just basically unblocked. That'd be a mistake just after complimenting those guys.
Well, I can't believe that's only a loss of 2. I don't see how the forward progress got to there, because Brown threw him back about another 5 yards. Looks like the Rocks are going to try another field goal. Will Zanke going to try this one from, well, the first one was from 29 yards. See if he can't do it again from 29 yards. The only difference is the first one was from the left hash. This time we're going to go right hash and kick him to the west. McElroy to hold. Kick is up. And looks pretty good from here. It is good. 4:09 to play in the first half. Rocks extend their lead to 20-0 over Male. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Knowledgeable, experienced, and respected. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle uses the most up-to-date podiatry practices and equipment. Running injuries, fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle. Don't take the pain lightly. The name says it all. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle can help. Dr. Chris Hubbard and his wife Debbie are proud parents of the Trinity football team. We want to thank you for your support of the Rocks. Stop by their Westport Road location by Louisville Athletic Club or give them a call at 797-3338. Online at drchrishuffington.com. Go Rocks!
See what it's like to be great.
El Tarasco, a proud sponsor of second quarter Trinity football.
Welcome back, everyone. 4:09 to go here in the half. As Zanke's kickoff is going to be short again. This one's going to be fielded about the 11-yard line by Anthony. Vinny Anthony going to try to run right side. Nice coverage by the Rocks. He'll be brought down just past the 20-yard line. Rocks lead it 20-0. Certainly hasn't been a perfect game for the Rocks, but they have obviously shown that they're the better team here in the first half.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt at all. They're playing well, as is proven by the score.
We will check in with John King on the field after this first down play for Mayo. 1st and 10 at their own 22. I'm looking for, okay, there's a quarterback, Nick Shetty. He'll go into shotgun formation. 3 receivers on the left side for him. He'll keep, I believe that's Jalen Bross in the backfield to his right. Looking to throw, and boy, he had a man. Number 5 was wide open. Max Gainey missed assignment there for the Rocks. Luckily, it falls incomplete. John, what's going down there on the sideline?
Well, we were just thinking about it. This is arguably the marquee matchup in the state tonight, right? I mean, we've got top of the 2 top teams. I'm just looking around the stadium. Yeah, and I mean, you look around the stadium, and I mean, it's just so different. It's hard to process, because we've been doing this for so many years. This place would be wall to wall. We talked about it earlier, and it's just amazing.
We've done, how many games have we done where there's been 2 or 3 people deep all the way around the fence, everywhere you can see?
Oh, yeah, the whiteouts, all the different ESPN games. I mean, it's just, just amazing. But we're glad we're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs, again from their own 22. Shetty. Shotgun formation, little 3-step drop, middle of the field, and boy, this one's, now wow, that's the first flag they throw, and it looks like it's going to be a pass interference against the Rocks at about the 31-yard line.
I have nothing good to say, so I just will not say anything about
it. In all fairness, though, there is no uncatchable ball rule in high school, so.
No, my only comment is you're going to throw a penalty on that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of flags. I mean, for both teams
that have gone uncalled.
They're going to mark maybe they call it
defensive holding.
Do they call it defensive holding? Yeah, they're calling it defensive holding. So the spot of the foul is out just outside the 31. Are we going to call it the 32? I'll wait and see what Gary Owen's going with the 32. I'll go to the 32 as well. 1st and 10 Mayo at their own 32. 3:54 to go here in the first half. Rocks defense pitching a shutout, 20-0 Trinity. Shetty takes the shotgun snap, looks left side, now right side. He's going to get it to Bross in the backfield and makes one man miss. And I believe was that Charlie Ely from the backside coming back to make the play?
Yep. He came across the field, kids. That's pretty impressive.
Charlie Ely covered a lot. He must have covered 30 or 40 yards of turf to make that play. Ends up going for a gain of about 8. So 2nd and 2 Mayo at their own 40. So we go under 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll get to some emails here shortly, getting a bunch more. Again, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. Shetty goes shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. Ross in the backfield. And the deep ball, he hits Anthony in stride. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Bulldogs get on the board at the 3:02 mark of the first half. And that was a very well-thrown ball.
Yeah, it really was. That's a beautiful thing about having receivers like Vinny Anthony. You can throw it up in the air and just let him run to it, which is exactly what they did.
I want to say hello to Nick Meyer, whose one-day-old son is listening, I guess, to his first game. JJ, born yesterday afternoon. Congratulations. Also, I want to say hello to the Florence family, listening from Jeffersonville, Indiana, as looks like number 82, Micah Lackey, to attempt the PAT for Mayo. And it's good. So with 3:02 to go in the half, Rocks now lead it 20-7. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Business owners wear all of the hats to achieve success. This is why you need Lichtenfeld Incorporated Design Build Commercial Contractors. If you're experiencing growth in your business, Lichtenfeld handles your space planning and commercial building requirements while you concentrate on the day-to-day operation of growing your business. Planning and permitting can take up to 6 months before construction can begin. Don't wait, plan now. Call Lichtenfeld Incorporated at 502-589-4777, representing Butler Steel Building. Let Lichtenfeld handle the business of building while you handle building your business. 502-589-4777.
Back to second quarter action, sponsored by El Tarasco. Go Rocks!
Welcome back, everyone. Mayo gets on the board at the 3:02 mark of the first half. 20-7 now. Rocks lead it. Still with 3:02 though. That's plenty of time to mount another offensive drive here, Jason. As it looks like Winton Johnson and Armand Tucker are going to go deep for the Rocks. Do we get a squib kick here?
No. Don't give him something. No. If he does, well, no, don't do that.
Mike Lackey set to kick it away. I want to say hello to Shane Ball, proud Rock Papa. As it is going to be a short kick that's going to be fielded, I believe is that Mitchell?
Yep.
Jack Mitchell's going to get it out to the, no, that's number 81. Oh, I thought it was 81 for the Rocks, Noah Myers. He'll get it out to the 40-yard line, so still good field position for the Rocks with 2:59 remaining, and I believe all three of their timeouts. Also want to say hello to Tim McIntyre, listening in Fern Creek. Steve Zeller, also listening locally. McIntyre and Zeller from the classes of 84 and 72, respectively. I'm sure a lot of people listening locally because there's 5,000 people that couldn't come here tonight to watch. Shotgun. McElroy to throw, middle of the field. Oh, in and out of the hands of Bradley West, out of the backfield. Stops the clock with 2:55 to play in the half. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 Trinity from their own 40.
I couldn't see if he lined. I didn't see if he lined up in the backfield or came from the slot. It was a slant. It was a slant route. Then his Coach Owens tells me he was in the slot, so it had to be a slant, not a wheel.
I want to say hello to Jeffrey Goebel, class of 85. Best class ever to come through Trinity High School, if I'm correct on that, Jason.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
2nd and 10 from their own 40. Rocks keep it on the ground. Tucker, boy, not much there, maybe a yard or two. But it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Stopped by Thomas Price, number 35, and number 52, Donovan Glass.
And yeah, I tell you, that's a pretty nice spot because I didn't think he got outside the 41, but they marked it at the 42. 3rd and 8, Trinity. Under 2.5 minutes to play in the half. Would be nice to tack on a few points before the half. McElroy. Shotgun formation, pair of receivers to the left, Tucker in the backfield, and the Rocks move. 3rd and 8 is going to become 3rd and 13, and talk about inopportune times to do that, Jason.
That's a pretty big one. Pretty big inopportunity.
I want to say hello to Anna Dawson, who was up here helping us last weekend. She's listening in Washington, Indiana. As the football gets marched back to the 37-yard line of Trinity. McElroy trots into the huddle as they start the clock. Just over 2 minutes to play in the half. Tucker behind McElroy in a pistol formation from the right hash, and now Mayo's going to give him the 5 yards right back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 men on the field. That's tough to do coming out of a penalty, Jason. I mean, honestly.
That's a coaching thing. That kid just didn't run on the field because, I mean, he was told to go on the field. And there's a male player that ran on the field obviously later than everybody else.
It looks like somebody took a timeout. And, yeah, Mayo's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break. 2 minutes to go in the half. 20-7 Rocks lead it. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Tune in to WBNA on Wednesday and Thursday nights for Wildcat Wednesday and the Cards Throwback Thursday. Now on WBNA TV 21, Cards and Cats fans will finally have something they want to watch.
The Bluegrass State's greatest basketball games on WBNA.
Classic games from UK and U of L every Wednesday and Thursday night at 9. Relive Kentucky's title games and U of L's title game. Exclusively on WBNA 21 every Wednesday, Thursday night.
and then just get what I can get.
Tarasco,
But yeah, that'd be great.
second quarter Trinity football.
I did redid the
20 to 7. Trinity leads it over Mayo.
So
But
it should work now.
now, why did that 5-yard penalty not get assessed? Jim? Because they must have called the timeout before the penalty was thrown. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Rocks from their own 37. McElroy, pistol set, rolls left, feels some pressure. Wow, he's going to go down all the way back at the 25-yard line.
But how can they do that?
I tell you, that is huge. Rocks going to have to punt it away for the first time tonight as we go under 2 minutes to play in the half. I want to say hello to Maria Martin, recently retired faculty member who's listening from Wilmington, North Carolina.
I swear.
What's the matter, Jake? Go ahead, Jake.
12 on the field. They had a guy running off the field as the play was going. And, okay, doesn't matter. It's over.
Let's see if the Rock can't get this punt away. Kyle Fager back to punt, standing inside his own 15-yard line. And the Rocks are going to take every second off the play clock, I believe, here because Mayo is down to 1 timeout. Fager gets it away. Not a real good punt. Kind of goes off the side of his foot, but it will take a Trinity bounce, and the Rocks are going to let this thing roll and take up some more clock and roll all the way down to the 41-yard line. Clock will stop with 57 seconds to play in the half. Mayo has the football 1st and 10 at their own 41 with 1 timeout. And John King, what's the feeling down there now?
Let me tell you what just happened. The black judge counted the players on the field after that timeout, and then another Mayo player ran on the field after he counted the players, and then he figured out it was too many, so then he ran back off. And during all that, that's when our quarterback got sacked. There should have been a penalty before the play. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Well, I saw Jason going nuts up here. They were doing it on the sideline as well.
No, I mean, we ran right in front of him, and then he ran off the field during the play.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 Mayo. Got to put all that behind you and play some defense here at their own 41. And I tell you, if they can strike here, Jason, we got ourselves a football game in the second half. Shuddy goes shotgun. 3 receivers equally spaced on the right side of the field. That's the wide side for the Bulldogs. He's looking that way, feeling some pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Gain of maybe a yard. Actually, they'll call it right at the line of scrimmage, but more importantly, the clock continues to run, and that's going to take a while because there were some Mayo players that were 45 yards downfield. They got to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A terrific job of Cole Johnson that time making the sack.
2nd and 10, we'll call it now, Mayo, as we hit the 30-second mark. Clock continues to run. Shuddy looking right side. He's going to launch it. He's got a man in single coverage. Kyle Fager is able to tackle Jordan Warfield after a pretty big pickup down to the Trinity 37. But as soon as they set the sticks, the clock will start running. Mayo quickly to the line of scrimmage, and there goes the winding of the clock and the intentional ground to stop the clock by Shuddy. 18.1 seconds remain in the half. We're going to keep it right here as it really just goes down as an incomplete pass. But Mayo's got to hold on to that last timeout, Jason, to try to get a field goal perhaps. Bulldogs head back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the Trinity 37.
You can bring your team to the sideline on an incomplete pass?
I guess, why not?
You're not supposed to. I mean, that's not, you can't convene that. It's only done timeout.
Shuddy to throw. Looking to set up the screen to Bross. And the Rocks do a good job keeping him in bounds. And there's a flag on the field. It's going to stop the clock at 10 seconds to go in the half. Go ahead, Jason.
If it's not a holding call against Mayo, it's going to be a criminal violation. I mean, that's the officials will have committed a crime.
Well, and I tell you, I mean, yeah, you're going to take the penalty, but boy, it would have been just as well for the Rocks if there hadn't been a penalty and the clock just kept running with the ball in play over there and no gain. They're going to say it's a block in the back against Mayo, and that'll move them back 5 yards, and they should start the clock once the ball's marked ready for play. I tell you, this is taking an awfully long time. They're going to say that the infraction occurred at about the 39. Actually, it's a 10-yarder that's going to take it all the way back to the Trinity 49. And again, once they mark this ball ready, they should get the clock going. Mail is at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. And I tell you, the officials being very nice, waiting on them getting ready to go. And they didn't start the clock. And there's going to be a fumble. I think Mail recovered it, though. Time's going to expire. Nope, it looks like they're calling. I think Mail might have called timeout. I believe the Bulldogs called timeout once they knew that they had recovered the fumble, and they did. So we're going to go ahead and keep it right here, though. It looks like they're just going to try for one more Hail Mary to see if they can't put some points on the board to end the first half. 20-7, Rocks lead it, and 1 tick remains on the scoreboard clock. And John King, let's check in with him on the field. Kind of, I don't know, it's been a little kind of iffy down there these last few plays.
Well, there's no doubt that things have changed a little bit from a 20-0 lead to where we are. But things are going to settle down. We'll be fine. I'm sure once we get inside halftime, as long as we stop on this last play. But there has been some things that may not have gone the way they should have gone. I'm not talking about necessarily about our team, but just some of the calls and some of the things we've seen going on. It's kind of different.
Well, Mail's going to have one more play, and Rocks are going to put all their best defensive backs in, I'm guessing, here, because they've got the Bulldogs have 54 yards to go in 1 second. As Shetty goes shotgun. See if the Trinity front three can put some pressure on, and they do. They spin it out to the right side. Bross is going to pick up a little bit down the right side as time expires here in the first half. Rocks lead it 20-7. John King is going to get Coach Beatty here in just a second. Go ahead, John.
Coach, your thoughts on the first half?
I thought we executed early. I thought we got a little complacent on offense. We got to get back to what we do best and run the football.
All right, Coach, thanks.
And with that, we will take our first halftime break. 20-7, Rocks lead it over the Bulldogs. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School Football on AM 970 WGTK.
Atención, compadres y amigos de Trinity. Do you know that the best Mexican food around is right across the street? El Tarasco at 110 Fairfax Avenue is the place to go for authentic Mexican cuisine. Mention Trinity Football and receive a free serving of queso. That's El Tarasco in St. Matthews, 110 Fairfax Avenue, right across Shelbyville Road from Trinity High School. Go Shamrocks!
Hi, this is attorney Phil Rich. Most people know me as the attorney who grew up in Louisville's Portland community and who makes it rain. While living in Portland, my parents sacrificed to send me and my brothers to Louisville's best high school, Trinity, where I graduated in 1979. I'm a proud supporter of Trinity High School athletics. So while you're listening to Trinity Make It Rain touchdowns, remember, if you're ever in an accident or hurt on the job, call me, attorney Phil Rich, and I'll make it rain. Just Google Phil Rich Law.
How do your customers see your brand? On their phone, a computer? But what does it really take to get eyes on your brand? Good design, search engine optimization, and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full-service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
Knowledgeable, experienced, respected. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle uses the most up-to-date podiatry practices and equipment. Running injuries, fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle. Don't take foot pain lightly. The name says it all. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle can help. Dr. Chris Hubbard and his wife Tammy are proud parents of a Trinity football player. They want to thank you for your support of the Rocks. Stop by their Westport Road location by Louisville Athletic Club or give them a call at 797-3338. Online at drchrishubbard.com. Go Rocks!
Campbellsville University's presentation of Shamrock Football continues with the halftime show. Brought to you by Lichtenfeld. Let Lichtenfeld handle the business of building while you handle building your business.
Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Jason Larch here at the half. Rocks lead at 20-7 over the Bulldogs of Male High School. Let's go over some of the stats. Our thanks to Todd Greenwell for keeping these for us. Some of the team stats. Rocks have 10 first downs to just 4 for the Bulldogs. If we go to total yards, Mail outgaining, though, Trinity, 178 to 139, Jason. A couple of big plays helped that, and the Rocks had some short fields, but still, in a game that you felt like, the Rocks were the better team most of the half, they are getting outgained. 121 through the air for Mail, just 58 for the Rocks, and on the ground, the Rocks do have the edge there, 81 to 57. Down penalties, not much. Really, there was probably some flags that should have been thrown on both teams that weren't. So penalties, not much of an issue. Each team has successfully, well, let's see, Mail has successfully punted twice, had one blocked on their 3 punt attempts, and the Rocks had to punt just the one time. Individually for Mail, Nick Shetty, the quarterback, 10 of 17 passing for 121. He did have the 61-yard touchdown strike to Vinny Anthony. On the ground, Shetty is their, wow, they really don't have a whole lot on the ground, but they list Shetty as the leading attempts, if you will, 4 of them for 6 yards. But again, those have been pretty much scrambles and broken plays and or sacks, I guess. Vinny Anthony is the leading receiver, 3 catches, 70 yards, and we mentioned the touchdown for Trinity. Nathan McElroy, 7 of 11 for just 58 yards. The long of only 13, actually. Bradley West, the leading ground gainer, 7 attempts for 39. Oh, scratch that. Bradley West, 7 attempts for 39 yards. Armand Tucker, the leader, 11 carries, 54 yards. Both West and Tucker have a rushing touchdown this evening. And then on a receiving, let's see here. Looks like Jack Mitchell is the leading receiver. No, scratch that. Gavin Simpkins, the tight end, the leading receiver, 4 catches, 42 yards. Mitchell has 3 for 16 yards. So those are the only 2 people in the receiving column for the Rocks, Mitchell and Simpkins. Let's see here.
Who scored the other touchdown?
No, we had 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
Oh, that's right.
So the other 6 points come off of the leg of Will Zanke. Again, our thanks to Todd Greenwell for the stats. I think we're done. I know he was standing there waiting for his iPod again. Anyway, Jason, let's talk real quick about how you felt, well, when we had the 20-0 lead, and then how we kind of felt a little bit different there for the last 10 or 15 minutes of that first half. I think the Rocks got a little, I don't know, what do you want to say, complacent?
I think Coach Beatty described it well. Complacency set in. It just, in our pregame we talked about, we've had for years, Mail has athletes. The athletes can beat you. You can outplay Mail for, 20 minutes, and then have 4 minutes of a half, where they make a big play. A 61-yard play changes the entire complexion of the game from their perspective and from Trinity's perspective. After that big touchdown pass, Trinity went backwards on offense. Defense gave up a couple big plays. They were a little shaky. There was some discombobulation with substitutions and penalties that weren't penalties and timeouts. And you got to fight through all that and just do your job. You did it. You started off kind of shaky. There was a defense. From the second series on, you were spectacular. You get caught in man coverage. Did not play the technique properly. If you're in man, you got to put your hands on the receiver. They did not do that. And big play, touchdown, changed the complexion of the game. The game's not over. Clearly the first half for fun, second half for teach.
20-7, Rocks lead it. I want to thank a few of our Emerald sponsors before we take our next halftime break. Access Wealth Management, Architectural Concrete Incorporated, the Bob Ray Company, Bonnie Castle Appliance and TV, the Brandeis Machinery and Supply Company, Ditzler Insurance Agency, Drake's, Fifth Third Bank, Fork Bank, Independence Bank, Insuramax, Jim's Body Shop, Joy Monument Company, Pearson Funeral Home, and Landscape Lighting Company. We'll thank a few more of them in a bit. But again, the Rocks lead at 20-7 at the half. We'll take another halftime break and be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Are you thinking of a new building for your business? Maybe you want to expand or remodel your current facility due to success and growth. Many people make the mistake of paying expensive design fees to find out the project is over budget. Don't make that mistake. Lichtenfeld Inc. has been in business for 100 years and knows how to design a project to fit your budget. As the leading Butler steel builder, they have economical solutions for your new commercial project. Don't wait. Call now and let Lichtenfeld handle the business of building while you handle building your business. 502-589-4777. It's 502-589-4777. Hey, Rock fans, come on out to Dave & Buster's. It's the perfect hangout before or after the game. Dave & Buster's is the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports. Try our new and improved Eat and Play combos for the best deals on award-winning food and power cards. See why Dave & Buster's runs the fun with over 140 arcade games, including state-of-the-art virtual reality. Visit DaveandBusters.com for information on NFL Game Day specials. Dave & Buster's at Mall St. Matthews between Victoria's Secret and Ulta.
How do your customers see your brand? On their phone, a computer, but what does it really take to get eyes on your brand? Good design, search engine optimization, and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full-service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
For nearly 2 decades, Veritech has been known as the place for generators. Because when you want a backup, you want one that won't back down, like a Briggs & Stratton generator system from Veritech. For over 100 years, Briggs & Stratton has been producing some of the world's most reliable small engines. Right here in America. And that same ingenuity and quality extends to their portable and standby generators. Briggs & Stratton has sizes to supply enough backup power to your entire home.
Here's Veritech owner Greg Brown.
At Veritech, we make buying a generator a painless process. We take the time to learn who you are, what you need, and custom tailor a generator to your needs and budget. It's very much like buying insurance. You know you need it, but you hope you don't have to use it.
Online at VTENG.com or call 502-966-3400. Veritech, the #1 source for all of your generator needs.
Tune in to WBNA on Wednesday and Thursday nights for Wildcat Wednesday and the Cards Throwback Thursday. Now on WBNA TV 21, Cards and Cats fans will finally have something they want to watch.
The Bluegrass State's greatest basketball games on WBNA.
Classic games from UK and U of L every Wednesday and Thursday night at 9. Relive Kentucky's title games and U of L's title game.
Classic rivalry games between the two and more.
Exclusively on WBNA 21 every Wednesday and Thursday night.
Now, back to the Lichtefeld Incorporated halftime show. Call 502-598-4777. Ask for Trinity grads, Paul Jr., Stan, or Mark.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Wayne Krause along with Jason Larch and John King here at Marshall Stadium, where the Rocks lead at 20-7 over the Bulldogs of Mayo. And, 13-point lead, Jason, that's 2 possessions, and we still have a heck of a football game. The Rocks, you felt like they were the better team, but then when you look at the stats on paper, you know what? There's some things that go both ways. Trinity does get the ball to start the second half, which could be key, especially if you can come out and put some points up there.
I think it's really important. I know from Coach Beatty's perspective, that was his comment at the end of the half. I think he got complacent towards the end offensively. He said, we're going to do what we do best, and that's run the football. So look for the Rocks to come out and establish a run game early.
Let's also make mention that you can follow Trinity this fall on Twitter at GoRocks. And for all the latest sports news, follow them at Trinity Sports. Also, Trinity on Facebook at facebook.com, Trinity High School. And then on Instagram at THS Rocks. Brightest spots on the first half, Jason. Can you pick one or two?
I feel like the offense was cooking for most of the half, save for the last possession. So that was good. I felt like there was a nice run pass mix. Felt like they were confident and playing well and dominating the line of scrimmage, which is most important. Defensively, they were aggressive. They were owning the line of scrimmage. People had their eyes up, were reading keys and playing fast. The tenor changed a little bit. That big play, the scoring play from Mayo. Those are good things. They were playing fast, reading keys, executing on offense, and taking advantage of things. I do feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like Trinity has been very right-handed passing the ball tonight. I feel like we've gone from the middle of the field to the right side on almost every attempt we've thrown. And
poised for a big left side play?
I don't know. I don't know if it's by intention or just by the way it's worked out. That's maybe I'm getting too esoteric or too far removed or something, but that's definitely something you got to. Mayo should be thinking. If I were coaching, I'd be saying at halftime, okay, wherever the play's gone, who are they going to? They've gone to 2 guys, primarily in the middle of the field and the right side of the field. They've gone deep one time. So you can adjust your scheme a little bit. You say, okay, we're gonna play this way. We're gonna try. You know, I was screaming. For instance, in the 2005 national championship game, I was screaming at Texas when they were playing USC. It was like Vince Young can only go right. He can only, Willie, I'm some podunk guy. But those are things I look at, and that's why I'm kind of a football nerd.
Well, one of the things that we didn't mention after, I guess, the first or second series for Mayo, did their starting center, number 75, who was hurt early, Peyton Madden, did he make it back into the game?
I didn't see it either. I thought that 79, Alex Davis replaced him.
And really has done an okay job. I mean, because a lot of times that center position, that's a big loss.
That's a huge loss.
He's held his own anyways.
Yeah.
Best as he can. Okay, again, our email address is trinityshamrocks@yahoo.com. I want to thank a few more Emerald sponsors before we take our final halftime break. I want to thank Lichtenfeld Incorporated, the Marshall Family Foundation, Miranda Construction, Neil Huffman Auto Group, Norton Healthcare, Power Agency, Premier Packaging, Republic Bank, Salsarita's Fresh Mexican Grill, Signature Green Properties, Smash Graphics, Stucknotes Bank, Thornton's, Tom Drexler Plumbing, and Willis Klein Showroom. Folks, Rocks lead it 20-7 over Mayo. They will get the football first to begin the second half. We're going to take a break and come right back. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
The halftime show was sponsored by Lichtenfeld. Let Lichtenfeld handle the business of building while you handle building your business.
For nearly 2 decades, Veritech has been known as the place for generators. Because when you want a backup, you'll want one that won't back down, like a Briggs & Stratton generator system from Veritech. For over 100 years, Briggs & Stratton has been producing some of the world's most reliable small engines.
Right here in America.
And that same ingenuity and quality extends to their portable and standby generators. Briggs & Stratton has sizes to supply enough backup power to your entire home.
Veritech owner Greg.
At Veritech, we make buying a generator a painless process. We take the time to learn who you are, what you need, and custom tailor a generator to your needs and budget. It's very much like buying insurance. You know you need it, but you hope you don't have to use it.
Online at vteng.com or call 502-966-3400. Veritech, the #1 source for all of your generator needs. Experienced, respected, comprehensive foot and ankle uses the most up-to-date design-free practices in equipment. Running injuries, fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle. Don't take the pain lightly. The age-sensitive, comprehensive foot and ankle care. Dr. Chris Edward and his wife Tammy are proud parents of the Trinity football club. They want to thank you for your support of the Lions. Stop by your Westport Road location by Louisville Athletic Club or give them a call at 797-3338. Online at drchrichhubbard.com.
Hi, this is attorney Phil Rich. Most people know me as the attorney who grew up in Louisville's Portland community and who makes it rain. While living in Portland, my parents sacrificed to send me and my brothers to Louisville's best high school, Trinity, where I graduated in 1979. I'm a proud supporter of Trinity High School athletics. So while you're listening to Trinity Make It Rain touchdowns, remember, if you're ever in an accident or hurt on the job, call me, attorney Phil Rich, and I'll make it rain. Just Google Phil Rich Law.
Tune in to WBNA on Wednesday and Thursday nights for Wildcat Wednesday and the Cards Throwback Thursday. Now on WBNA TV 21, Cards and Cats fans will finally have something they want to watch.
The Bluegrass State's greatest basketball games on WBNA.
Classic games from UK and U of L every Wednesday and Thursday night at 9. Relive Kentucky's title games and U of L's title game.
Classic rivalry games between the two and more.
Exclusively on WBNA 21 every Wednesday and Thursday night.
How do your customers see your brand? On their phone, a computer? But what does it really take to get eyes on your brand? Good design, search engine optimization, and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full-service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
Hey, Rock fans, come on out to Dave & Buster's. It's the perfect hangout before or after the game. Dave & Buster's is the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports. Try our new and improved eat and play combos for the best deals on award-winning food and power cards. See why Dave & Buster's runs the fun with over 140 arcade games, including state-of-the-art virtual reality. Visit DaveandBusters.com for information on NFL game day specials. Dave & Buster's at Mall St. Matthews between Victoria's Secret and Alton.
The third quarter is sponsored by Ditzler Insurance, proud to serve the Trinity community.
Welcome back, everyone. Ready for the second half of play. Wayne Krause, Jason Marsh, and John King here at Marshall Stadium. Rocks lead it over Mayo 20-7. Want to say hello to Big Sam Ball, who's listening in Henderson, proud Rock granddad, Henderson, Kentucky. Also Ethan Hodge, a student of mine, current Trinity student, is at a baseball tournament in St. Louis, or heading that way anyway. So hello to him as well. Mayo going to kick it off to begin the second half of play. Going to be kicking off right to left. And we are ready to go. And this is going to be a pooch kick that kind of an onside kick that I believe number 81 for the Rocks fell on it, Noah Myers. That's actually technically his second return of the evening tonight, Jason. And Trinity will have decent field position at their own 39-yard line, but not a bad little effort there by the male kicking team, special teams.
Yeah, they were really close to actually recovering it. If you don't have a strong kicker, it's a nice strategy to employ.
We've talked before about whatever school that was in Arkansas or somewhere that just onside kicked every time. They just hoped to get 1 out of 4.
Yeah, and never punted.
And they won the state championship doing it one time. First and 10, Trinity at their own 39. Opening drive of the third quarter. They're going to put Winton Johnson in motion left to right. And out of the backfield, West gets the call. Tries to follow his blockers for a couple of yards, maybe 3. It looks like they're going to give him the 42. It'll be second and 7.
Tackled by Selah Brown, number 44. Also number 47, Trent Schneidmiller.
We will actually, they'll call it the 42. We'll check in with John King after the second down play, see if he learned anything at the half as McElroy heads to the huddle from the right hash. Second and a long, 7 Rocks. Pair of receivers to the left side. I believe this is Colin Book here on the short side of the field. And again, it's Bradley West out of the backfield. Again, not much there, a couple of yards, maybe to the 43. John King, learn anything?
We got something going on down here. Hold on a second. I'm sorry.
Wow, yeah, there was a lot of activity after the whistle and no flag again.
Right.
I'm going to put that on the back burner. So anything at the half there, John?
Well, no, I mean, Coach, hey, he's been doing this a long time. And I think he realizes that this game's not over. It's 20-7 at halftime. And he just wanted to make sure we were focusing on the things making sure that we got rid of the things we didn't do right. And I mean, just the same old type stuff every game. The halftime, he does it all real methodical. And I think you'll see, that we're prepared the second half.
Third and a short 7 now, we'll say, as McElroy throws out in the flat. Wow, that one's overthrown, intended for Jack Mitchell. And the Rocks have the punt here on the opening drive of the third quarter, leading 20-7.
Not a really good start.
Not exactly what you wanted to see out of the opening drive to start the second half.
Mayo established control of the line of scrimmage that entire series. I was watching Selah Brown almost exclusively. He beat different Trinity offensive linemen every single play.
It's actually 4th and 6 as Fager going to stand just inside his 30 to punt it away. Didn't get all of it on the first punt. Let's see how he does with the second effort. And again, wow, shanks this one right side. This one's going to go out of bounds right at about the 49 of Mayo, so only an 8-yard punt, no return. And the Rock defense is going to be asked to step up to the challenge here and hold on to this 13-point lead early here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this is a dangerous series for the Rocks. If Mayo goes down and scores, man, puts the heat on the Rocks, doesn't it?
And indeed, number 79, Alex Davis, is still in there at center. So we're hoping for the best for Peyton Mattingly, but he has not returned since that opening series for Mayo. 3 receivers to the right side for the Bulldogs. Benny Anthony, the lone man here on the short side of the field, the left. Shuddy shouts out some instructions to his line.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mayo opened the half like they opened the game.
Takes the shotgun snap. Well, actually, it's a long snap count. Takes the shotgun snap. Rocks rush 4, and he's going to go deep, and there's some contact, and wow, no flag there. As I'm not sure who initiated it, but some people got their legs. There was a little bit of trading paint.
Yeah, they were, but I will say there was much better coverage from the Rocks. They were in press coverage. They had a safety free, and which I like with Blake Ruffin back there. Did a much better job off the line of scrimmage contacting receivers.
2nd and 10, Bulldogs from their own 49. 3 receivers equally spaced to the right side for the Bulldogs. Shuddy from the left hash. Shotgun. Looking right side. Quickly going to unload, and it's just a go route, and pretty well defended there by the Rocks. I believe that's Kyle Fager in coverage.
Yeah, it was. When you're in safety free, it forces him to be balanced. You have 3 receivers wide side, 1 receiver split backside. You can't really cheat. It's a lot of ground to ask him to cover, and that fade route.
That play, Shuddy just throws it out to a spot that he expects his guy to run.
Yeah, exactly right. It's a fade route, and Blake can't get there. There's no way. So you're asking his receiver to beat our guy off the line of scrimmage, and he didn't do that time.
So nice job by Kyle Fager. 3rd and 10, Male. Again at their own 49. This time they're going to put Ross in motion to the right, and they're going to swing it back left side. Wow, that's well played by Charlie Ely. Going to go down to his, wow, I can't believe they gave him the line of scrimmage. I thought it was a loss of 1. Either way, 4th and 10 now for Male.
Yeah, Charlie played that great. He had great upfield pressure, collapsed in the pocket, retraced his steps back down the ladder, and made the tackle on the tunnel screen.
Bradley West going to stand just inside his own red zone at about the 15. Shuddy to punt it away. Is there any possibility of a fake here, Jason, this early in the half?
Coach Wolf, I would say no, but you never. You have momentum, I wouldn't do it.
Snap is low, but Shuddy gets it off, and nice high kick that Bradley West is going to fair catch at the 21-yard line. So the Rock offense going to have another opportunity here in the third quarter. 9:29 to go in the third. Trinity leads it 20-7. And the defense answered the bell there, Jason.
Yeah, they really did. Nice adjustments, much better job technique-wise from the defensive backs. Good aggressiveness out of the front.
See if the offense can play fast as Armand Tucker is in the backfield to the right of McElroy, who goes shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right side. The wide side of the field, the left side, has only Jack Mitchell, I believe. McElroy takes the shotgun snap, little play action. He's got Colin Book, and it drops. Wow, that is very atypical. You might not see Colin Book drop a pass like that the rest of the year, Jason.
Yep, happens to the rest of them. Slant route, he was wide open. Just happens sometimes.
Sometimes you're just too wide open, aren't you?
You don't like it to happen, and you hope it's never you, but sometimes it just happens.
So 2nd and 10, Trinity from their own 21. Same formation here. Mitchell, the lone man on the left. Tucker in the backfield to the right of McElroy. Male shifts to the front line, and they're going to keep it on the ground with Tucker. Tucker tries to cut upfield, picks up a couple of yards. Going to be about 3rd and 8, though, Trinity. And I don't know, Male's got a little bit of bounce in their step.
That was a scouting adjustment right there. I'm telling you, Male saw something. They were making calls right before the ball was snapped. They saw something in formation. I don't know exactly what it was, but they were very well prepared for what was coming out.
Jason, that's why we pay you the big money, to tell us what it was.
Well, if I were on the field, or if I hear audio, I might be able to do it. But.
3rd and 8 for the Rocks from their own 23. McElroy looking to throw out in the flat left side. He's got Colin Book. It's complete. It's going to depend on the spot. And boy, they're marking it right at the sticks. They're going to tell him, wow, I can't believe they don't even at least measure that, but they're going to say first down, Trinity.
That's how it goes. Colin Book's made a really difficult catch. That was a tough catch.
That was a much tougher catch than the one he dropped. I mean, they're not even close. 8:40 to go here in the third quarter. Clock running. Trinity leads at 20-7. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 31. This time a pair of receivers to the left side. That's Johnson and Mitchell. And they're going to keep it on the ground with Bradley West, who cuts upfield. Nice little pickup there of about 6 or 7 yards. We'll call it 7.
Good hard run. And Bradley West is very patient. He does a really good job setting up his blocks. letting this play develop and then accelerating into the cut.
2nd and 3, we will call it for the Rocks at their own 38 from the left hash. Clock goes under 8 minutes to play in the third. Mitchell to the right this time. Simpkins comes off the line, now goes in motion. No, I'm not sure if that's Simpkins or not. They're going to keep it on the ground with Tucker. Tucker, boy, not much there. Neal swarmed Armand Tucker there. No gain. We'll give him a yard. Brings up a real crucial 3rd and 2 now for Trinity.
He had television that time. Mitchell Mitchell had him set up to pin the blitzer down inside, and Armand should bounce, but, again, it happens. I'll take Armand Tucker most times than not.
Yeah, that was Ethan Nason, I believe, at tight end, because he's 86, and I was looking, it looked like number 80, and I thought, I don't have an 80 on my roster.
You are correct, sir.
3rd and 2, Trinity. Looking to keep this drive alive. They lead it 20-7, 7 minutes to go in the third. McElroy. Wow, somebody jumped. It's going to go against the Rocks, and that's one of those crucial 5-yard penalties, Jason. 3rd and 2 is going to turn into 3rd and 7.
Start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rocks penalized 5 yards. 3rd and 7.
I would go down to John on the field, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people screaming right now. It might not be good to have in the microphone.
Yeah, probably not a good time.
Football gets marched back to the Shamrock 34 as McElroy returns from the sideline with the Trinity play. They mark it ready for play, and the clock begins. 6:45 to go in the third. McElroy this time has Tucker in the backfield to his left, West to his right. One receiver either side. Both running backs go out into patterns. He's got Simpkins middle of the field for the first down. He'll get it into Male territory by about a yard. We'll call it the 49. Nice pickup.
Exactly the play I was hoping he was going to run. I was thinking run the tight end delay, and just what he ran. We have a male player down for number 55.
Looks like 55 is Kevin Wynn. And there's an official timeout on the field. So with 6:32 to go in the third quarter, Rocks lead at 20-7. We will take a 30-second break. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK Louisville.
If it is time for you to review your business or personal insurance needs, contact the Ditzler Insurance Agency. For 39 years, the Ditzler Insurance Agency has been proud to bring nationwide business and personal insurance products to the Louisville area. Call Trinity alums Jerry Russ or Stuart Ditzler and get an on-your-side review of all your business and personal insurance needs. Call us today at 895-0812 for all your insurance needs, including home, auto, and life insurance. That's Ditzler Insurance at 895-0812.
Now, back to Hatfield Media's presentation of Trinity Shamrocks football.
Welcome back, everyone. 20-7. Trinity leads it over Male. Rocks jumped out to a 20-0 lead. Male struck in the second quarter, and they've kept it close here for the first half of the third quarter. It looks like the Male player might just be cramping down there. Let's head down on the field to John King and check in. John, what's going on down there?
Yeah, we had a cramp, but the Male player had a cramp, and our guy was he came off the field on his own 84. Can't think of his name.
Yeah, Gavin Simpkins.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to learn. It's only our second game. Feels like it's 6 months into the season or something. It's just crazy. One of the things I want to talk about is, we knew how good Male's a well-coached team. They've got a great program. They just because, it's a different year and, COVID and all the stuff that's going on, we knew that, this wasn't going to be a pushover tonight. And we got out. We played really well the first quarter and, a couple of mistakes here and there. But, I think we're in good shape. I think everything will be fine. We've just got to continue to execute and do things the way we're supposed to do. We know how to do it. We just seem to not being able to get that done right now, and part of that's Male.
I tell you, and we need to ride the momentum from that big third down play that just got first down in Male territory.
Right.
We got to get some points on this drive.
Right. There's no question. I mean, we score on this drive, and I think things will just kind of continue to roll for us. But we don't score, and
It's first and 10, Trinity at the Male 49.
The old school folks, it looked a lot like a circle X route. Tucker him across formation, ran a wheel route up the sideline. He was the outside guy. The two inside receivers, Mitchell, threw it out to the middle of the field. Great pass, right on the money. Easy pitch and catch.
That's one of the best calls we've seen from McElroy tonight. He's going to now hold as Zanke is going to try to tack on the point after. Snap is high. Nice hold. It was a really good job by Nathan McElroy to get that football down. Zanke boots it through. Rocks now lead it 27-7. 6:05 to go in the third. Back in 30 seconds. This is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Hey, Rock fans, come on out to Dave & Buster's. It's the perfect hangout before or after the game. Dave & Buster's is the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports. Try our new and improved eat and play combos for the best deals on award-winning food and power cards. See why Dave & Buster's runs the fun with over 140 arcade games, including state-of-the-art virtual reality. Visit DaveandBusters.com for information on NFL Game Day specials. Dave & Buster's at Mall St. Matthews between Victoria's Secret and Ulta.
Back to the third quarter, sponsored by the Ditzler Insurance Agency.
Welcome back, everyone. Armand Tucker catches the 49-yard pass from Nathan McElroy for the touchdown. And we got to see some of Tucker's speed and athleticism. And this kickoff is going to go all the way back to the 1-yard line. And boy, that was not the smartest move. I believe, was that Vinny Anthony?
Yeah, there was miscommunication between the receivers back there. They just let the ball. It was a short kick to about the 15-yard line or so, and they let it bounce. And that was a bad thing to do.
And then I think he was hoping it was going to get to the goal line, and he thought, well, if it doesn't make it, the Rocks are going to recover. So he picked it up at about the 2 and gets it out to about the 6 or 7-yard line. So, boy, the Rock defense got to be chomping at the bit now, leading 27-7. If they can make a statement here.
Yeah, you can drop the hammer if you're the defense right here, man. If you can seal this one up right here, brother, you can really help salt the game away.
I tell you, the 1-2 punch of Bradley West and Armand Tucker, I mean, schools from coast to coast would like to have one of those punches, let alone the two. Shotgun formation for Shetty. They put receivers everywhere, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield around him. And from his own end zone, wow, almost a safety. He's going to be able to get it off, and that's a nice catch by, I believe, is that Brooks Harris or Vinny Anthony? Brooks Harris, I believe, number 7. And I'll tell you what was almost a safety ends up being a first down for Mail, and that's a big play for the Bulldogs.
Man, that was just it never gets called. That was a blatant pick. I mean, they went shoulder to shoulder and went right at Brooks Harris, the defender, and picked him right off, man. That was well-designed play for Mail.
I was going to say, we run a play like that every night.
No. I'm not throwing stones.
Not from a glass house. 1st and 10, Mail at their own 21. Shetty looking right side. This time he's going to go down. Wow. The bull rush. I believe Dingle was the first man on the scene. Dingle and Anthony Perry. Should we give them both half a sack?
I didn't see Dingle. I only saw Anthony Perry. So if you see Dingle, I'll give him half.
We'll give Dingle a quarter.
I think Dingle was over here. I think it was just D'Anthony Perry.
It's going to be
maybe Jackson Schultz.
Maybe Jackson Schultz. Okay, we'll give him a third of a sack. Clock is approaching the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Trinity leading it 27-7. Mail now facing a 2nd and 20. Football all the way back on their own 12-yard line. And Mail real slow getting to the line of scrimmage. The back judge has his hand up, getting close to the play clock expiring. Shetty takes a snap, and it's bobbled, and it's in the end zone. And if the Rocks fall on it, and it went out of the back of the end zone, it's going to be a safety. So, I'm waiting for the signal. The officials are getting together. Yep, they're going to call the safety. So it'll be 29-7. Trinity leads it with 4:38 to go here in the third. And with that, we can take a 30-second break. We'll come right back. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Fry, Trinity class of 93. My staff and I at Smiles and Hurstburn are proud to support Trinity High School football. Smiles and Hurstburn is also proud to bring the Louisville area the best personal and comprehensive dental care and services for our patients, including Invisalign, implants, cosmetic work, and more. So for all your dental care, visit me, Dr. Donald Fry, Trinity class of 93, at Smiles on Hurstburn, located on Hurstburn at Westport Road. Go to smilesonhurstburn.com for more information. Go Rocks!
Back to the third quarter, sponsored by the Ditzler Insurance Agency.
Dr. Bernie Spivack and Dr. Dan Root. Over 40 locations in Kentucky and southern Indiana. Court Norton Sports Health is a full-service outpatient physical therapy provider. To learn more about services provided by Court and Norton Sports Health, please visit www.court.com or speak with athletic trainer Bill Cummings. Tackled by number 10, Noah Thomas. First and 10 Trinity at the Mayo 49. Pass intended for number 84, Kevin Simpkins, incomplete. Second and 10.
All right,
it's in the contract.
Yeah, I don't think that went. I don't think that went out on the video stream. Second and 10 for the Rocks at the Mayo 49. They keep it on the ground. Bradley West is dragged down just from had a shoelace tackle, if you will, by Jashawn Monroe. He'll still pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Third and either a long 5 or a short 6 for the Rocks as we go under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 29-7, Trinity leads it. They'll break huddle and send Mitchell to the left. Johnson and I believe that's Book on the right side. McElroy, has he gone under center at all tonight, Jason?
No,
I think that he's taking a shotgun snap every single time. McElroy going to launch another one. This time he's going deep for Mitchell and just might have been a hair underthrown again, but that's still a nice ball. And Mitchell almost came down with it. Rock's going to have to punt it, though.
Here's the thing. McElroy's throwing some really nice balls. There's lots of air under him, though, and Mayo has done an exceptional job of closing while the ball's in the air, because when the ball's being thrown, Trinity's receiver is open. It's just he's getting a little too much air under it, and Mayo's defensive backs are showing great closing speed.
It looks like the Rocks are trying to ask McElroy to do a lot of different things tonight, throwing the football, a lot of different types of throws.
Yeah.
And but that's good just to get the reps.
Hey, I like it. And I also like him going vertically. I like him stretching the field.
Fager to punt it away. Mayo return men are both in their own red zone inside the 15. See if Fager can get a little bit better one off. And he does. Wow, that's a nice one. This one is going to be fair caught at about the 4 or 5 yard line. When it goes inside over the 10, you got to let it go. But the Bulldogs field it, so the Rocks will have their ears pinned on defense again as Mail will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Feast or famine with Kyle. That's, he wasn't super toe tonight. He took a normal punter's stride and he hit that one beautifully.
Let's make mention, as of now, still scheduled the open house November the 8th from 1 to 5. Come check out everything at Trinity. Also, the placement test is still scheduled for Saturday, December the 12th at 9 a.m. If you want any more information about any of those things, you can go to TrinityRocks.com or call 893-ROCK. That's 893-ROCK. Bulldogs at their own 5, trailing 29-7, 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Shetty standing on his own goal line, takes the shotgun snap. They're going to keep it on the ground. I believe that's Bross. Might get back to the line of scrimmage. Certainly not anything more than that. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nice job on the front that time. Looks like D'Anthony Perry at the bottom of that pile. Great job. And then Stearman sliding in from his linebacker spot. Charlie Ely falling down as well.
Clock should go under 3 minutes here in the third quarter before this next snap. Mail taking their time getting the play in from the sideline. 2nd and 10 from their own 5. Again, Shetty going to be standing right on his own goal line to take this shotgun snap. Tell you, they're in a pistol formation, but boy, Bross is right in the back pocket of Shetty. And this is going to be another safety. Oh, it might be a touchdown. It's a fumble. Oh, wow, the ball popped out of the end zone and went forward. The Mail player was able to get it and get back to about the 4-yard line. So what looked like a safety, then it looked like a touchdown, ends up just being a loss of 1. Wow. John King, did you get any better look at that play, exactly what happened?
Yes, I'm standing in the end zone and actually saw the entire thing happen, and you called it. I mean, he had him in the background. It kind of squirted out. I thought he was down, but the ball came out and went forward about 2 or 3 yards, and the Mail player picked it up, took forward 2 or 3 yards, and now you got the ball on the 4-yard line.
Well, and it was a non-fortuitous bounce, right?
That's right.
3rd and 11 now, Mail. Football just inside their own 4-yard line. Shetty in his own end zone in shotgun formation. Rocks bring the blitz from the outside on the right, and I tell you, it's complete. Somehow staying on his feet and getting out to about the 8 or 9 yard line was, I believe, Bross.
Yeah.
Which thought it was going to be another loss of a yard or two. Still going to bring up a punting situation for Mail, 4th and about 6 or 7, depending on the spot.
I can tell you why, because it's just poor tackling. When you hit somebody and don't wrap up or grab cloth, they usually keep going.
Clock is running. Minute 20 to go here in the third.
Yeah, they're sending Lackey out to punt this time.
Yeah, the kicker, number 82, Michael Lackey, who got off that good free kick, is going to be standing in his own end zone to punt this one away. Bradley West standing about the midfield.
Coach Wolf loves using a quarterback as a punter, so he has that option to fake it. He did that with the Magnley kid a few years ago a lot.
Very successfully.
Yep.
West now standing just on the Mail side of the 50. Now he's backing up a step or 2. And pretty nice punt there. West going to fair catch it at the 49 of the Bulldogs. So another short field for the Rocks. See if they can't capitalize. They lead it 29-7. 4:57 remains. Quick. Oh, Mike Giedig is passing on something. What's that? We're being told that this is the 3rd series in a row that we've started at the Mail 49-yard line.
Wow. If you're into numerology.
I'll tell you, this third quarter has gone slow, Jason, hasn't it?
It has indeed been crawling.
McElroy, shotgun, going to keep it on the ground with West. Thought about bouncing right side, instead decides to go north. Nice decision. Gets inside the 45 to the 44, pick up a 5.
That was his individual effort right there. He stacked up pretty well at the line of scrimmage. He kept his eyes up and his shoulders square. He slid to his right and was able to put a nice gain on 1st down.
So 2nd and 5 Trinity at the Mail 44. Under 20 seconds to go here in the third. Actually, I looked up there. I thought it was 4 minutes. It was only 45 seconds. No wonder I thought it was so much more time left.
Still kind of crawling.
This might be the last play of the third, as Bradley West goes forward for about 3. Time will expire in the third quarter. And when we return, Rocks will have it third and short, leading 29-7. 12 more minutes of football remain. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
If it is time for you to review your business or personal insurance needs, contact the Ditzler Insurance Agency. For 39 years, the Ditzler Insurance Agency has been proud to bring nationwide business and personal insurance products to the Louisville area. Call Trinity alums Jerry Russ or Stuart Ditzler and get an on-your-side review of all your business and personal insurance needs. Call us today at 895-0812 for all your insurance needs, including home.
Funny Castle Appliance and TV. Brandeis Machinery and Supply Company. Ditzler Insurance Agency, LLC. Brakes. Fifth Third Bank.
Optimization and quality content all work together to ensure your customers see you at the top of the list. Hatfield Media offers a full service solution to all of your branding needs. From video editing to forming marketing campaigns, our team works with you to reach your customers and leave a lasting impression. For all your custom website, SEO, marketing, design, or video needs, Hatfield Media is here to help.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Comprehensive Foot and Ankle, located in the Westport Plaza.
Rocks break huddle, ready to begin the fourth quarter of play, and facing a 3rd and 2 at the Male 41-yard line. The handoff goes to Armand Tucker. He's going to get the first down. Down to about the 36 or so. That moves the chains. Rocks lead at 29-7. I tell you, Rocks have kind of been a little up and down all game, Jason. Some real good times, and then some times when you think they're flat for about 10 or 15 minutes, and Male certainly hasn't gone away.
It's funny you comment on that. I was thinking earlier how describe their performance on that. I would say uneven. And it was just what you basically said. I mean, they've had some moments of just spectacular play, and other moments are just kind of
So 1st and 10, Trinity at the Bulldog 36. Pistol formation. McElroy with Tucker behind him in the backfield. They're going to keep it on the ground with Tucker, and I was going to say not much there, but he's able to fall forward for a couple extra yards. Down to maybe inside the 33 anyway, maybe the 32-yard line. Let's call it a gain of 4.
Tough yards. Like that between the tackles. Got to get those youngins in there that like to run wild and free. They got to bust it up inside every once in a while.
2nd and 6. McElroy. Shotgun with West to his right in the backfield. Looking to throw, middle of the field. He's got Simpkins. That's been his favorite target tonight, I believe. Inside the 25. That'll be a first down at about the 24-yard line. Pickup of about 8 yards.
It's that same tight end delay or tight end read all night long. Really like to play. They usually line him up on the right-hand side. He holds for a count of 1 or 2 and releases in the middle of the field, lets the linebackers clear just underneath the safety. It's been wide open for 2 years.
We'll check in with John down on the field after this first down play for the Rocks. At the Male 24, Trinity wanting to tack on a few more to this 29-7 lead. Just over 10 minutes to play in this football game. Book will go wide to the right. Mitchell wide to the left. Also Winton Johnson on the left side. West in the backfield to the left of McElroy. West gets the handoff. West tries to turn it upfield. He'll get inside the 20 to about the 19 after a pickup of 5. John, what's going on down there?
Tell you what, if you'd have told me a couple weeks ago I'd be cold tonight. I mean, it's getting a little cooler out here tonight. It's pretty amazing. No, I feel pretty good about what we're doing. I feel like we're methodically going to, kind of grind the rest of this game out here. That's kind of what I think's happening.
Yeah, and they do mark West down right at the 20, so let's call it a pickup of 4. Second and about 6 for Trinity is, again, no hurry here in this drive. Happy to let as much time go off the clock as possible, leading 29-7. McElroy takes the shotgun snap, little 3-step drop, looks middle of the field, pumps once, now rolls right. He's got a man out in the flat. That is a great interception by the Bulldogs. Got to make out the man that picked that one off, but that was well played by the defensive back for Male.
I'm thinking it was Nick Coates.
Nick Coates, number 2. He seems to be celebrating a lot over there. I mean, he went up and just, it really wasn't too bad of a throw. And it was just well defended.
McElroy didn't see him. He wanted to throw the middle of the field to the tight end route. Again, Mail covered it very well. He had Armand Tucker running release up the right sideline, and Coach just undercut him. McElroy never saw him, and it was a really good defensive play.
Is that the game's first turnover, I believe? Can't think of one.
Change of possession turnover, yeah.
I think it's first turnover. 1st and 10 Mail at their own 21-yard line.
Well, no, Mail fumbled, but they retained possession.
That's true. Yeah, so it wasn't a turnover.
Well, that's true. Well.
And wow, we almost had another one. A little miscommunication in the Mail backfield. It's going to go down as a sack back to the 15-yard line, loss of 6.
DeAnthony Perry, Jackson Schultz, Charlie Ely.
I'll take that trio as much as any trio in the country.
Yeah, I mean, you free Coach Cobb, you're just rubbing your hot little hands together, thinking, oh, what fun I can have this year.
2nd and 16 now for Mail at their own 15-yard line as we go under 9 minutes to play in the football game. 29-7, Rocks in control. I'm hearing Mike Geedig say that Mail has a new quarterback, and I think they do. It looks like number 3, Chad Carroll, the signal caller, and unable to come up with it. I think the Rocks got that one. A bobbled snap. It was low. It really wasn't the quarterback's fault.
It was center's fault. It's funny, we mentioned him at halftime. He done a pretty yeoman's work job, and he's not so great.
Jackson Schultz on the recovery. Trinity's going to have it now. 1st and 10 at the Mail 11. And, boy, that takes some of the wind out of your sails.
That really quashes any faint glimmer of hope that was there if you're Mail. Not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over, but there's only 8.5 minutes to go. Rocks lead at 29-7, and they're in the Mail red zone. 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 receivers left side, Johnson and Mitchell. Booked the lone man on the right. West in the backfield, and he's going to get the pitch. And West is going to go right side.
You know what?
And I was going to say, Nathan McElroy went up under center for the first time tonight. Maybe somebody down there was listening.
Maybe. He might be listening to our broadcast to help him call the game.
I haven't checked the emails in quite a while. Go back to the computer here in a moment. 2nd and 5, we'll call it now, Trinity, at actually closer to 6, I guess. The football at about the 7-yard line. And I guess he was run out of bounds there because the clock gets stopped. 8:32 to play in the football game. West to the left of McElroy, who's back in shotgun formation now. Mitchell, the lone man on the left side. Now Johnson goes in motion from the right to the left. And West gets the carry. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Trinity. Bradley West from 7 yards out. I don't know if a Mail player even touched him.
He did not. They did not touch him.
Makes it 35-7 as we await the point after attempt. And I know it's not over till it's over, but it's feeling close to over now, Jason.
She's warming up. She's doing the vocal exercises. Sister Mary Mamo. She's got the lady doing her vocalizations.
Zanke for the point after. Out of McElroy's hold. This snap is perfect. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:28 to go in the football game. Rocks lead at 36-7 over the Bulldogs of Mail High School. Back in 30 seconds, this is Trinity High School football on AM 970 WGTK.
Knowledgeable, experienced, respected. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle uses the most up-to-date podiatry practices and equipment. Running injuries, fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle. Don't take foot pain lightly. The name says it all. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle can help. Dr. Chris Hubbard and his wife Tammy are proud parents of a Trinity football player. They want to thank you for your support of the Rocks. Stop by their Westport Road location by Louisville Athletic Club or give them a call at 797-3338. Online at drchrishubbard.com. Go Rocks!
Now, back to Hatfield Media's presentation of Trinity Shamrocks football.
return by number 5, Max Gaining. A flag on the play. The penalty had illegal block in the back on Mayo. The tackle was by number 25, Jackson Schultz. Mayo penalized 10 yards for a block in the back. It's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their 9. And quarterback for Mayo, number 3, Chad Carroll. Ball carried by Jalen Ross, number 22. No gain.
Michael Patterson on the tackle.
Stopped by number 7, Michael Patterson.
I'd say, Jason, to me, it's important for the defense to go ahead and put the stamp on this one and just clamp down right now and let the offense just play this game out.
You need to let everybody know that that big play was a fluke, and this is the way it is. You cannot run the football on us, and this is a defensive game, and it's ours. That's what I agree with you completely.
Couple of receivers to the left side. That's the wide side of the field for the Bulldogs. Bross is in the backfield behind quarterback Carroll. And the snap is low. Carroll's going to keep it himself. Does a good job to get outside of Stearman and not be thrown for a loss. Picks up about 2, but it'll still be third and about 8.
Nice job at Jackson Schultz that time. Again, maintaining outside leverage, keeping that outside arm free so it didn't get pinned inside. Was able to discard the blocker and fall back inside for that tackle on the broken play.
From their own 11, Mayo facing a 3rd and 8 as we hit the 7-minute mark of this football game. Rocks lead at 36-7. Carroll again with Bross behind him in a pistol formation. And again, the snap is low. Carroll's going to be dropped. The ball is fumbled in the end zone, and I think the Rocks recovered for a touchdown, and they do. Touchdown Trinity. Jackson Schultz on the recovery, but Jason, more importantly, who caused the fumble?
I didn't see who caused it. I saw who recovered it.
Wasn't it Jackson Schultz?
He recovered it.
Right.
Yeah. You said caused it. I didn't see caused it.
Oh, I thought I said he recovered it. I don't know who caused it. That's
I don't
what
either.
I was asking. Okay.
I did not see who caused it. I could not see the number.
John King, could you tell who caused the fumble, yea or nay?
I'm taking a poll right now on the sideline. They said everybody, but it's a pile of rocks.
I will come back to you.
I'll see if I can find out.
I'll come back to you here in just a second. Zanke on for the PAT. And the snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 6:52 to go in the football game. That will give us the running clock. 43-7. Rocks lead it. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The remainder of our emerald sponsors for celebration: Salsaritas Fresh Mexican Grill, Signature Grain Properties LLC, Smash Graphics, Stockyards Bank, Barton's, Tom Drexler Plumbing and Electric, and Lewis Klein Showrooms. Thanks very much to our emerald sponsors. Will Zanke will kick off to the Rocks. And Penny Anthony and Max Gaining are lead. The kick returned by Max Gaining, number 5. For KHSAA scoring drills, the remainder of the game will be played under the running clock provision. Kick return was for 60 yards. First and 10 male at the Trinity 30. Nick Shuddy back in at quarterback. Shuddy's pass intended for Vinny Anthony, incomplete.
Out here somewhere, watching from the guard.
Second and 10. Shuddy's pass complete to number 19, Tom Urbanic. Tackled by number 13, Brandon Stearman, and number 4, Chris Corey. Gain of 7, 3rd and 3. Shuddy's pass is complete to number 7, Bruce Harris, and good for a real touchdown, a 22-yard pass play. Number 82, Michael Lackey will attempt the point after. Holding will be number 6, Lucas Cutler. It's good. Trinity 43, Male 14. I'd like to recognize and thank our silver sponsors for celebration. Lico and Shutt, PSC, Cap Electrical Services, Dean Norton, Lexawash, Private and Mattingly Title Group, LLC, Gilstein and Associates Architects, PSC, Kraft Family Dentistry, King Grant P. LLC, ID&A Incorporated, Kelly Fabricators, Meineke Car Care, Oxmoor Auto Works, Redley Construction, Rock Restaurant, Groupside Company, Chardine Mechanical, Southeast Pallet Recycling Company Incorporated, St. Matthew's Cycling, Doug, Class of 80, and Preston Stowe. Kicking for male, number 82, Michael Lackey. Kick returned by Blake Ruffin, number 16 for the Rocks. The rest of our silver sponsors: Sumi Orthodontics, Summit Construction, MTS&D Services LLC, and Wallach Landscaping. A big thank you from Trinity to all of our emerald and silver sponsors for celebration. Bradley West on the carry. Stopped by number 24, Ron Howard. Gain of 9 yards makes it 2nd and 1. Bradley West on the carry. Stopped by Noah Thomas, number 10, and Romel Sheffield, number 8. Good for the first down. 1st and 10 Trinity at the Mayo 43. West on the carry. Stopped by Brandon Dobbs, number 56. Reminder, COVID protocol, fans must exit the stadium immediately after the conclusion of the game. There can be no gathering, no lingering, and no waiting for players. The bleachers will exit from the east side first, that's the Sharon Avenue end zone, and then to the west, which is the scoreboard end zone, to avoid fans overlapping with one another. 2nd and 6. West ball carrier. Stopped by number 2, Nick Coates, and number 35, Thomas Price. Gain of 3 yards. 3rd and 3. West on the carry, and that's the end of the ball game. The final score: Trinity 43 and Mayo 14. Again, we ask your cooperation on exiting the stadium tonight with the COVID protocols. We ask that the east side please leave first. That's the side of the Sharon Avenue end zone. And then to the west, the scoreboard end zone to avoid everyone overlapping with one another. Again, no gathering, no lingering, and please no waiting for players.